This is the emergency broadcast system. The CDC is advising that you stay in your home.
We show up. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party.
We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party.
We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party.
embraces, and now I'm running late. Let's wait just one more day. I know I'm running away from moments. What am I becoming? I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. What am I becoming? I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. Oh, every night is like a day. But all I'm feeling embraces, I know I'm running late. Let's wait just one more day. I know I'm running away from moments. What am I becoming? I guess something's broken.
Yo, what is going on, mobile esports fans, and welcome back to the Art of Warfare tournament. I'm Sudden Death, and I'm joined once again by the one and only Crosby. How you doing, sir?
I am doing extraordinarily well today, Jake. Super pumped up for these matchups that we have head-to-head today. And yeah, on my end of things, I am extremely excited. And I think you can speak for both of us as well here. We are both like pumped up for this match right now. The semifinals are going to go on today, so we're going to have a best of 3 matchup for 2 matches today, and we're just going to have to wait and see who's going to pull off the W. First off, we got GS and Winx coming up really shortly. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody, and yeah, that's my end of things here real quick. But yeah, how's everyone doing in the chat today?
Indeed, chat. How you guys doing? What are predictions for the matches? We actually got the image up here on screen right now. We got GS versus Winx, and then D2R versus Nemesis will be coming up after the GS versus Winx match. Let us know your predictions here in the comment section down below. What's going on, you today?
Yo, so I was listening to the songs, right? And then out of nowhere, I hear Broke, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is my jam.
Yeah,
Type
my
of
jam,
chat
right?
and everything.
Yo,
Yeah,
thank you,
no,
Russell.
I was at the beach like the other week, and I had it on shuffle, right, for like music and everything. And Jacob Tilburg Broken comes on. I'm like, oh hell yeah, that's right. Oh my goodness. Sergio, I see you there. Unstable, Lost Soul, Legend Killer 26. What's up? How you doing? Zach Panda, yo, how you doing today? Griffo V, Personalities, N4, what's up, my dude? Vane, Suicide Sheep, what's up? Remarks, a lot of people watching today. I can't go through all of you, but really do appreciate you guys tuning in today for the
100%.
Art of Warfare semifinals. Yes, indeed, 100p.
We're going to get the first match prepared right now. As we mentioned earlier, it'll be Gangstars versus Team Winx. Got the stats image pulled up right here. You guys can take a look at the points compared between both of these teams. Gangstars leads in about every single category. Don't count Team Winx out, though. They've made it this far. It is going to be difficult to take on GS. Also got a couple past matches. GS has played Winx a couple times as well. Last week had a couple matches up where like teams had never played each other before. And that was really interesting. The teams trying to get used to each other's strats. It was really lopsided at the beginning of the rounds. First round, obviously, and then when we went over to the flip, it was a little lopsided. Score was, one team shot up really quickly. They just were not used to playing each other. They had never played each other before, hadn't seen their strats. But these teams have played each other a little bit, so it should be coming in. Both teams should be coming in, knowing what each team has got, what they're going to be throwing at each other. Hopefully, have a couple things up their sleeves, what kind of aces they got up there, and hopefully their poker faces won't give their aces up their sleeves away. Chat, let us know what you think here of the stats and what the predictions for the first match will be. Of course, it is a best out of 3 as well, so this first round will not determine whether whichever team loses is eliminated. They have to at least lose 2 matches to be eliminated. So you have a potential of seeing 6 matches today. at least 4, a potential of 6 matches being streamed today. Once again, Gangstars versus Winx will be the first match to take place.
Yes, indeed. And of course, these teams playing for a whole bunch of dollary dues, so cash money.
Oh, yeah.
As of right now, the Art of Warfare skin that you can find in your Forward Assault shop right now, it has made over $1,300, just over $1,300. And of course, that's all from in-game shop. So if you do want to support the Forward Assault Art of Warfare skin prize pool and tournament, please do go ahead and check it out in your shop and consider buying the Art of Warfare skin. As of right now, we have just over $1,300, so that's $1,320 raised from the in-game shop of the Art of Warfare skin, and that goes directly to the winning team right there, as well as a few other things that we got over here for the winning team, because of course, cash money is awesome, but if you get a little bit more stuff, who's gonna turn down, right? Who's gonna turn down extra stuff, right? So that's 120k gold, as well as of in-game gold, as well as cash prize. So like I mentioned, just over $1,300. And these teams, of course, are playing 5v5 setup, bomb defuse. Any map is allowed, and a points and bracket system has been used throughout the tournament.
And indeed, and with all that being said, Winx is currently up here in round number 1. First point on the board being put up for them. They're able to take out all of the GS players. GS starting out on, it was a quick round. GS starting out on the T side. Yeah. Winx will be over here on the CT side. Winning that pistol round is going to be big right there. You're going to have the cash advantage. Moving into round number 2, be able to buy the AKs. We already seen Ish pick an AK up and even more of the powerful weapons. It'll be interesting to see how GS decides to play this, whether they go a couple players full buy or if they all decide to save or not. The smartest move typically is to go ahead and just save. Use your stock pistol, maybe pick up a frag or smoke, something like that. Maybe help to get you pushed up to a bomb site, but at least hold it and wait for that fourth round spot. As I said, Ish is going to pick up a 2-piece right here inside of Beans. He's going to come back for another one, try to find him. He's missing multiple shots. He's going to pop a quick reload. He's got a player coming around trying to knife him. Example's going to find Zeus, but it's with a quick flick is going to finish him off. It's a 4 versus 2 situation here. They're about to drop a man down here towards mid. Carry sees a man up top here. Example and Max. Quick little trade. 3 versus 1. Last player right here. Carry sees him. Gonna strafe out. Equilibrium's going to come. Trying to equal out that leaderboard count. It's 2v1 right now. Pistol in hand. Taking time. Does have the bomb as well. A minute 10 to work with. Plenty of time to go ahead and eliminate one of these players. You make it a 1v1 and get that bomb to a site. It'll just depend on what site he wants to go for. Right now, kind of hang it, make sure nobody's going to come back behind him here. I would say he's probably going to go for the B site. I may be wrong, but you hang over here long enough, make sure nobody's going to come backstab you, and then you go ahead and push towards the B site. You make the CT think they're going over towards the A side. Just fake him out a little bit. That's what I think he's going to do. We'll see if he does do that. 45 seconds here. Still a good amount of time, but actually it does appear he's going to make that run towards that A site. Still a good amount of time, but like I said, you got to start moving. You got to be making some major moves here if you want to try to get this bomb planted with only 30 seconds left here basically on the clock.
Oh my goodness. Okay, never mind. I thought he was gonna
for sure.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna chillax and hit the B site, but he's just gonna chillax and hit the A site. It looks like he is actually gonna go for the plant with 17 seconds left. He should be able to get away with his life. Unfortunately for him, he
barely does.
4 HP. Oh my goodness, he just sailed.
4 HP in a dream. He's got to watch this door pretty hard here. There's a player coming out and going to start defusing that bomb. He's going to tabs down Max.
Yo,
can he get a hard shot here? And somehow he does.
Equilibrium. Oh my goodness. This dude was at 4 HP. So in that situation, what you got to do is you got to make sure that you're stacking up and not necessarily stacking up like together, but stacking up that way you can
should never have
push
happened.
In. Right? Push in together because you're so low. Both of you are so low. And you know the equilibrium was tagged up multiple times. You got to make sure that you're basically being bait for the person that has the more HP. Yep. But right there, they're just feeding him just one after the other. And of course, allowing equilibrium to clutch up. And that was... No, that was just nuts. I didn't expect that going down like that.
Yeah, and to your point, sometimes a person with more HP should be tanking for the one with the lower HP if he's a better shot. You know, exactly. You just kind of match up together.
It's all situational.
It's all situational. You got to make the calls right there. You know he's low. That should never have happened, but somehow they're able to tip the balance in their favors, and they've tied it up here 1-1 in round number 3. We'll see what the outcome will be. Nobody's yet to drop here on either side. Bombs in the hand of equilibrium once again. They're pushing towards his B side, about to enter the the underpass here. Shots being fired out of Beans. Equilibrium's been dropped down to 50. Minute 10 here on the clock. CT's beginning to realize where they're going for. Max is the first to strike, but quickly going to get dropped. There is Lancer by Chris. Equilibrium doesn't see a player on his right side. Some pre-fire. Not going to be able to connect anything. He comes back, tags him down to 38. He's got to watch his back here. Could be a player coming out of the barista. He's going to jump down here into Beans and try to get this bomb planted. 4 men up on the CT side. 4 men up on the T. Make that 3 up and on the T now as Richard gets dropped by Zeus. Carrie's going to find shots there and Gore and put him down on the ground. Chris is going to respond to the shots of his own and finds Carrie. Equilibrium is there putting down Max. A 2 versus 2 here. Once again, they're going for this B site. Chris comes around the corner, finds Ish right there in the corner, and Max puts down Equilibrium, and now it's all equalized here on the body count board. 1v1. Bomb is down inside of Beans. Chris is going to turn the corner here. Doesn't realize the CD player is here. It's easy pickings right there. He puts down Zeus and goes up a point for his team. GS taking the last 2 rounds. Now lead by 1.
And if you take a look real quick at the scoreboard, we got Winx with Zeus over here leading the pack on his side, 5-3 for the KD. On the other side of things for Gangstars, we got Chris leading the pack at 6-2, trickling down kind of more or less evenly with the 0 and 3 count for Richard and General Gore. But it's definitely a trade situation here. If you can trade effectively and possibly get first blood, then it will make the entire to kind of just map so much easier for your team. But that's if you are able to trade effectively or get first blood and then get away with your life to have the man advantage. We're gonna have to wait and see if that's what's going to happen right now, as none of the players have dropped quite yet. Lots of shots going down over towards the A bombs. Like Chris pushing up just a tad bit. Zeus takes that Equilibrium though with the MP5K very first frag of this round. General Gore gets a kill and an assist of his own. 3 players fall for the side of Winx, but trades going back and forth here. We have a 1v3 situation as gunfights going down over here on the A bomb site, but ultimately taking the W round there is Gangstars, and we have a 3-1 round count right now as Gangstars seems to be, you know, on the offensive side of things here and able to do it quite well. But of course, it is still very early on, and I do believe Gangstars was the pistol round winner, if I'm not mistaken.
Winx was actually pistol round winner, so you had them take the first round. They had the cash advantage. And Gangstars has won the previous 3 rounds, and they've been uncontested in the previous 3.
Okay, never mind. I have been proving interesting. Say typically you win the pistol round, you win the next 2 rounds, right?
You know, right here, the 3-1 score really is typical what you would see GS at. You normally have to win the next 3 rounds. You win the 4th round, you go ahead and take that first round as the cash is evened out. I mean, GS didn't even really go for a full, but I think one person pulled out a foul or something. Everybody else was stock eco, and that's when Equilibrium went ahead and dropped 2 players and planted the bomb over here on the A site. Well, speaking of the A site, it looks like A site has been taken. I don't even know if you can call it taken. I don't know how many players were over there. They go ahead and plant that bomb, get a little bit extra cash invested into the bank accounts, and of course, switch the rolls up of the CTs. We'll see what move they'll make here in round number 5. Ish spectating his Mac right outside here before he moves in through the back. Carry. Alone on B. Needs to go ahead and get over here and help carry his
General
team.
Gore. Is he going to get shot in the back? Oh, he didn't. He escaped with his life. There was a person, Beans. I don't know who it was exactly, but I think it was Ish, and Ish was in the perfect position to catch General Gore with the backstab, but didn't push up and is just kind of chilling, waiting in the corner. But that's a safe bet as of right now. He might actually get rewarded for this play. He does indeed, as Equilibrium pushes up, not knowing what was going on there. Does get taken out by Ish. Ish still with his life, but unfortunately for him, not able to turn the tides enough. And we see that right now Gangstars takes another round W, 4-1 right now in terms of round count.
Let me go look at this. Richard, 1-4. One of your good players struggling right here, and you're winning by 3 rounds. Definitely does not look good for Winx. They gotta step up their game here on the CT side, especially you're on the CT side. You don't want them to get too far up, switch over, and then have them be on the CT side, unless your T side is just unbelievably better than Gangstar CT, but I'm not willing to place any money down on that bet at all. Hopefully they'll have something here in round number 6. Chris realizes there's a player down here at the end of the hallway. He's going to tag him multiple times. Not going to be able to drop him. Another play comes in, right, trying to put it on the ground. He's down to 63 HP. Quick reload, comes on back. Quick fire over there to the left side. Not going to find anybody backside before that grenade tags him even more. Carrie's moving in here. Gonna come back, sees multiple T players down, tags a couple times, but get dropped respectively right there, and Equilibrium's also gonna put down Carry. 1v5, remaining CT player left alive here would be Max. No longer. GS looks like to be packing some heat here. Leading by 4, 5-1.
And it's not even so much as like, you know, getting kills and stuff. It's more of just getting kills where it matters, because that Winx is kind of still, you know, fairly up there when it comes to like KDs and everything. Zeus 6-6, Max 3-6, Lancer 3-5, just kind of trickles down there, just slightly different numbers there. But on the other side of things for Gangstars, 7-3 General Gore and Chris are both up there. But then you just trickle down to 5-4, 5-3, and 1-4. So it's not, you know, perfectly evened out, but it's more or less on the even side of things. But the kills that are being, happening aren't actually affecting the outcome of the round in favor of Winx, and that's going to all come down to basically trades, effective trades, as well as communication. Because in terms of gun skill, it's fairly similar. It's just positional kind of kills that come into play here. Because if you're trying to push up and you get caught out of position, that is your mistake, right? You get caught out of position. It's not someone else having better shots and you not being able to adapt in that moment because you got caught out of position. So you got to make sure that your map awareness is as good as it can be, as well as your communication. And right now, Gangstar seems to be just absolutely feasting off of their communication and map awareness, as they did indeed take another round, and they're up 6-1. Zeus takes out Chris with the MP5K. Zeus has been using that thing day in and day out, and he is definitely getting rewarded for it right now. General Gort takes a foul and uses it very wisely there. It takes out Ish. 4v4 scenario. Minute 30 left in this round. We got two people huddled up over here in Cafe, and it does look as if they are going to try A control right now, and they're putting down some shots. Richard able to take out Zeus. Zeus gets a little bit over, pushes out, not counting on the player on his left, and it's a 3v3. Max gets a two-piece, big two-piece right there, but gets traded out, but that still opens up the A bomb site. 100% doable here for the 1v2, but not favorable 100% there. And Lancer does indeed help out his team with the help of his teammate. And right now, they actually took a round off of Gangstars, because the way it was looking as if Gangstars was gonna run away with the next few rounds. But Zeus and crew definitely stepping up, saying, nah, not today. Not today. We're going to keep on trucking, and we're going to try and do our best, and that's exactly what's going on. We got a match on our hands, folks. 2-6 right now is the round count in favor of Gangstars.
5 players alive on both sides, of course. Watch Lancer back here trying to decide which way he's going to start shooting. He tags a player inside a library. Get some valuable information early on here in the round. Gonna fire some more shots. But gotta be careful you don't waste all your rounds at the start of the match. You only got about 120 in there. Yeah. Zeus finds Gore there with a frag. Max also getting the assist there. Man down early here on the GS side. Chris is pushed up down to 30 HP. This round could be going towards the favor of Team Winx. Still a lot of time left, and we'll have to wait and see. Max realizing there's one player on his left and potentially 1 to 2 more on his right. He's in an opt to go ahead and back up. Gets tagged down to 66. We'll see if he executes that order or not. He's going to tag a player there. Made example of by example. Even that body count board up. Richard is the bomb carrier this time. He's going to move in here to Subway. Going to see a CT player coming out on his right side in just a moment. Here he comes in. Going to try to get a kill on the first one. There he goes down. It's Lancer finding Chris, but he's going to quickly trade it out there by Carry. It's 1 versus 3. GS wraps it all up. Example and Equilibrium both up there, dropping the remaining 2 players.
Whew. And if you take a look at the cash situation on the side of Gangstars, we have 8K, 10K, 12K, 15K. Not looking too hot for the other side for Winx right now. They're just under a K, just over 1K, but definitely not out of it. They do have some utilities. Some Tech 9s have been purchased. I believe an MP5K as well, if I'm not mistaken. 5v5 round has just started, and we should be seeing a few gunfights going on here towards mid. Does look like there's actually one person that's going to be pushing up towards the Beans side of thing. He does actually push up into Beans, but General Gore actually falls right there, but not before he can throw a nade and say, hey, Ish, I'm going to get my trade myself, because I can do that, and he does indeed. Equilibrium, oh my goodness! Chris putting down some shots, helping out his teammate. 3v3 right now, minute 15 left in this round. And as I said, at 1v3.
Last player alive here on the CT side would be Carry. Got an opportunity to carry your team, but Example is going to make sure that doesn't happen. Headshot being landed on Carry. Now, 6 rounds separate these teams. It's 8-2 here. GS in an amazing cash situation. Lancer, one of the players, higher up here on the leaderboard, has a little bit of cash to use. He's going to spend it all here. Zeus, 1,000 left in his bank account. We'll see what they can do here in round number 11. We've got up here right inside of Coffee right now. Only got a pistol out. Potentially that's all you bought. You only have 1,000 before spending. Potentially that might have spent. Goran Chris finds 2 players here on the wing side. Zeus coming from behind. Let's see if he can go ahead and get a couple shots in the back. And Pete, 90 shot to the face right there on Lancer. Chris is going to get out of the hands of Zeus. They know where he's at now, right inside of Barista. Gore watching that equilibrium with the bomb in hand. Knows he's over there, but going to try to get that bomb planted. Teammates going to take him out. One play back here by Subway. Example's going to see him. He's going to come out. Bomb has been planted. Rolls are switched up here on the CT side. Zeus with a knife kill. And Richard will be a 2,000 gold giveaway later. Example just right now toying with the remaining CT player. That's Carry once again with the MP5 can handle. A little difficult to do any long-range shots here. Grenade coming in. He's got to move. Gets tagged down to 46. If you're going to move, you got to move all the way in. Example, able to get an angle on Carry. Gets dropped on the ground. Last round before the flip here. Not looking too good. Only 2 rounds on the CT side. You're potentially going to be down 8. Worst case scenario. Best case scenario, you're only down by 7 moving into this next round. Excuse me, be 6. 6 to 7.
And I think... Okay, Example, I don't know what that means, but I think it's Russian. Anyway, like round has just started. There are... yeah. It looks as if we're actually going to see one person pushing out. Oh my goodness gracious me. Richard takes that first frag and takes Zeus out. I was about to say it looks like as if they're going to try an A push, but you know, that first frag is very important. And like I was saying earlier, if you are able to get first blood and then stay up, like not die, it's a huge, huge, huge deal. And right now, Gangstars are definitely making use of that first blood. 3v5. Now it's a 2v5 for Winx. 1v5 as Richard and Equilibrium find kills of their own. And it should be a clean sweep for the side of Gangstars. And indeed it is. It's 10-2 right now, folks, on the flip. And it does look as if one player for Winx has DQ'd. Not sure what happened there. Back. Yes, indeed. But don't have too many rounds for, for cushion, because first to 13 wins. And right now,
you're only 3 rounds away from that. GS is on the CT side, and you're down a man. Actually, it looks like you're down 2 men. Yeah, you're down 2 men. 2 people have disconnected on the Winx side. I mean, really, the previous side, it's almost like you winked, and Team Winx was down a player. GS really had them good. Besides that first pistol round, Winx came out swinging hard, but after that, they got a little bit of cash, and they were ready to roll, and GS has been doing so since then. Ish has joined back, and I'm glad to see that. It probably was just a connection issue, and not players leaving over frustration of how the match has gone thus far. Chris, knife and Lancer. I don't know why we're showing him as a T. Gore moving back here through library, and then just having a good old time. Zeus talking about internet. Yep, I'm glad. Once again, I'm glad to hear that's an internet issue, getting disconnected and whatnot, and not frustration issue. DQing, leaving your team here match. It is still possible. I mean, yes, it's a very, very small chance, especially the way you've been playing. Again, unless your T side is just unbelievable and your shots are all going to be on here. But yes, I don't like to give up. I like to fight until the very, very end. And it appears most of the players here on Team Winx wants to do that as well. One T player left alive here. They're looking for him. It's Max. Packing some heat. He's going to double up there on Chris and GS respectively. He's going to have to come in there. Equilibrium finds Max. And they take that pistol round on the flip. It's 11-2. Cash advantage in their favor. They're 2 rounds away from taking this first round over Team Winx.
If we take a look at the scoreboard real quick, the only real, positive highlight on the side of Winx is, of course, that, in terms of gun skill, it's fairly similar. It's just those situations that you get caught out of position, or you get, you unfortunately get two people pushing you, and you're the only person there, and no one is there for the trade. Those are the 2 big things that you really, really got to work on is map awareness and kind of knowing when to move and when to stay and kind of what to pre-aim. And when you know that you are outmanned or outgunned, to pull back if possible, or always have a buddy. Basically, the buddy system will almost always work out in your favor at the very least to get away with your life. Of course, circumstances are here and there different, but you just got to make sure that you got a person there to help you out if needed. And if you can't exactly get a kill, try and escape with your life. That is very, very important, because you being on the map, just having that person there is incredibly, incredibly useful, even if it's just for information or for bait. 4v3 right now in this round. It looks as if Richard's just putting down some MP5K shots down the B hallway, and Example takes out Lancer, making it a 4v2. If Gangstars does end up taking this CT round win, they will be 1 round away from taking this match. 11-2 right now. And we got Max left in a 1v4 scenario. Definitely not favorable to him, but it is possible, but not likely. And as I say that, Max does meet his demise. 1 round separate these two teams right now for match point. And it looks as if Gangstars is going to be running away with this one, unless Winx somehow has something left in the tank and can just chain upon everything they have and, hopefully crawl up from the ground. It's not looking good, folks, but let us know who you think is going to win this matchup, as well as the next matchup that we have going on today. Go ahead and leave that in the comment section below, as well as the live chat. And don't forget, 2K gold giveaway after this matchup, of course, because there was a knife kill. So go ahead and come on in so we can kind of see how this outcome, how it comes out. If that's even English.
Hey, it's close enough here. It's a 4v3 situation. 12 points here on the board for GS. That's match point for them. You gotta fight like you got nothing left if you're on the side of Team Winx, and they're trying their best, but they're down to only 1 man. He's about to be pinched here inside a library, and he's gonna get dropped. That was Ish. It's 13-2. GS finishes out with the win. Example. Setting an example for his team, being 19-4. Equilibrium right below him at 16-5, and Chris sitting there at 14-9. Struggling here on the Winx side. We'll see what they have in match number 2 coming up shortly.
It looked as if both teams, had it, kind of half and half, maybe 60-40 in favor of Gangstars. But Winx definitely, like I was saying earlier, definitely had the ability to hang. But from my experience, I think it was the inexperience of the Winx roster that just kind of didn't help them out whatsoever. Because like I said, the gun skill and kind of just the general play style was fairly similar. But what ended up, kind of deciding this matchup was Gangstars just being able to overpower their enemies and win certain gunfights, because Winx was kind of just caught out of position. And that's very important. If you have positioning and if you have, numbers, those are 2 key factors right there, that even if you don't have the greatest communication, as long as one player doesn't give up an angle, or 2 players give up an angle, then it's going to be very difficult for them to push up to you, or for you to push up ineffectively if you're covering your certain angles and don't lose those gunfights. And that ultimately, that's what came, into fruition here. Gangstars is able to take that W, that clutch, with Example leading 19-4. My dude just went off that map. GG's both teams. Of course, this is not over yet. We have another 2 matches. Of course, this is a best of 3 matchup. And so we're going to go ahead and get the giveaway started real quick over here. Hashtag GS versus Winx will be the hashtag. Actually, Jack Panda got it exactly. Hashtag GS versus Winx, followed by your photo results in-game name to be entered in the 2K gold giveaway. Go ahead and put that in the chat below. Hashtag GS versus Winx and your photo results in-game name. Vane, yo, what's up, my dude? Smash any day. What's up? Okay, well, I should have read that first.
I should have read that first. Yep, I did.
Yeah. Chris, what's up? How you doing, my dude? Northern, what's up? Rasmi, what's up, man? How you doing? How you doing today? Yes, you are. Or I mean, yes, indeed. Yes, you are. D2R versus Nemesis coming up soon. GS won. Yes, GS did win 13-2. Zach Banda, that would be cool. I wouldn't say no to that. I mean, That'd be cool. I don't know though.
Yeah,
K's.
never know. We'll have to see.
Never know, as Nav said, never know. What? Okay. Alrighty, map 2 should be underway shortly. We appreciate each and every one of you taking the time to, chillax with us, watch the matches that go on today. Of course, for the Fort Assault, Art of Warfare semifinals, Gangstars versus Winx has been going on today. At the very least, one more map, if not two, if Winx ends up pulling this clutch round and map win. We're going to have to wait and see if that is the case. Go ahead and spam hashtag GS versus Winx, followed by your Fort Assault in-game name to be entered in the 2K gold giveaway in Fort Assault.
Indeed. Yeah, like I said, you essentially have nothing to lose here. This is the make or break. This is the clutch round. Not a clutch match, a clutch round. So you got a little bit more cushion here in this, but you gotta put in a good showing. Now the thing we're doing here is as Mobile Esports moderators are actually choosing what map the teams play on, switching it up a little. We're gonna see who is the best team. Switching up, you're not gonna be able to play on the map you've been playing on all season long, starting out at the beginning during the leaderboard style and the beginning of the bracket style. Teams are able to choose the map they wanted to play on. Most of them will choose the map Arid, that is the most popular map, but we're switching it up a little bit. We're allowing them to, the team gets to choose the server and side they'd like to start on, but we go ahead and randomize the map for them. As you saw, we started out on streets. We're playing on a different map this one. You guys will see that soon. So again, you're getting to see which team is truly best. You can grind out one map a lot and all these little positions on it and have great strats on it, but if you haven't practiced on other maps, you get thrown into that map and your team just looks completely different. That's one of the things you gotta look at Winx. Winx, maybe you're having some issues playing on some different maps. If you're not practiced enough on those maps, you're going to be playing on Arid. That is
true.
potential thing that has been going on. Will they have practiced on one of these other maps we'll get thrown into? We'll have to see. Maybe get lucky with this next map. It'll be interesting to see. Lancer predicts a 13-0. That's... I wouldn't want to be predicting that. I mean, maybe 13-0 yourself, and that's what you're saying. I hope you're not suggesting that about your team. I would not want to suggest that about my team if I was playing for it. But it is what it is.
Grin iOS S. What does that mean? Oh, you're putting everything one by one. That makes more sense. I'm like, this dude's just putting one letter at a time. Okay. Y'all in the chat are really funny sometimes, especially like when you have names like Burger King Wi-Fi, like, bro.
Yeah, make me laugh, man.
Like or like Operation Find Dad.
Yes, I remember that.
Bro.
Operation Find Dad.
Oh, these creative names. Yes. Marcelo or Marcello, I guess. Marcello, how you doing, my dude? Thank you very much for tuning in. Buzz, what's up? Jay, you are Jay indeed. Hey, Penny. Okay, hello. That's not me, but hello. Is this where the cool kids hang? Possibly. I don't know. A lot of people hang here.
A lot of people hang here. There's gotta be somebody cool amongst us.
Yes, indeed. Eagle, what's up? Okay, Eagle is also just spamming the period there, like the exclamation point, or not exclamation point, for the grammar and everything. Yeah. Has he really?
Has he really what?
Oh, never mind. I thought it was something.
Oh, you're reading something. I got you.
I'm just bugging out over here. Panzo, what's up? How you doing today? We're gonna announce the gold giveaway winners in another 30 seconds or so. Give y'all a little bit more time, so that's gonna be hashtag GS versus Winx. And yeah, followed with your Fort Assault in gaming, of course. Don't forget that. Alrighty, almost there. Yo, Zach Pin, what's up? How you doing? Alrighty. I think that'll be enough, just a little bit less than 30 seconds, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and... Alrighty. There we go. Drum roll, please. Congratulations to V Panzo. I like your username, Panzerati. V Panzo, congratulations, dude. 2K gold headed your way very, very shortly. Thank you very much for tuning in and enjoy the gold, my dude. Gold should be sent out soon, so within a few days to possibly a week, but usually it's within 4 days. So yeah, congrats, dude. I think we are actually live. Yes, we are indeed. Map number 2, Frosty, which is Gangstars versus Winx right now. We got Gangstars pulling up and getting the first kill on the board. 2 kills actually in favor of Gangstars. Equilibrium, or not Equilibrium rather. Example and Equilibrium and General all finding kills of their own. And as I say that, the whole map has been wiped out within 5 seconds. That was a very quick pistol round in favor of Gangstars. They are on CT right now, of course, and Winx on the T side.
Just setting a good example that first round for their team. Will that be a little bit of a foretelling of what's going to happen here throughout the rest of this match? Example looking nice at 3-0. He's going to get dropped. Oh, actually, take that back. He's not going to get dropped. That was Ish going down. I was looking at just looked a little strange on my screen. With that being said, though, Lancer's going to even it up as he finds Chris there. They're all moving around towards his A side. You're going to see a couple of these CT players meet him up here. General Gore's going to find Zeus. Couple shots being fired up there. There's one T player down here. General Gore realizes he's down here. About to be an altercation with him. Richard actually going to come in clutch here. Finds Carry. General Gore's going to move around here. Check bottom stakeout. Sees one jumping out. Going to wait for them both to come out and finish off so they don't know where he's at. And look at the bait right there. Makes a T player come around. And teammate comes from behind. Finishes them off. 2-0. GS looking nice here. Almost like a fish out of water here if you're on the side of Winx. Not quite sure what to do on the map.
Yeah.
Frosty. Frosty's a really interesting map. You know, we've seen some really, really good teams just totally crumble on Frosty. There are so many little lines of sight, and if you don't practice this map a lot, you don't realize they're there. And even if you do, there's so many to cover. Sometimes all at once, it basically just is impossible. Your movement really has to be on point. Your individual movement,
100%.
but your individual movement with your team as well.
Yep.
The team movement has to be just on point. It's going to be very, very difficult on the T side for him. Gore's going to find the first one there. Carry putting him down on the ground. Nice little headshot to start off the round. Going to check bottom stakeout. Sees one down there. Tries to find another. He's got to be careful. Max is going to get dropped right there. Not packing enough heat to finish Gore off. He gets tagged down to 21. He's going to hop to back up here. Equilibrium, final Lancer, but not before Lancer is able to take down Example. It's a 4 versus 2 situation. Equilibrium inside of the guest house right now, trying to avoid any grenades coming his way. It's Zeus and Ish, last 2 T players left alive here, and just kind of pinned back here on their own spawn. They're trying to break out of here. They got to at least get 2 kills, really, to be able to break out one side, preferably over here towards the B side.
Zeus, what? Why'd you stop shooting? You had him.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Making some of the small mistakes add up very quickly to some big ones.
Yeah, definitely. That, I don't know why he stopped shooting. He had him dead left to right. The other team for the Gangstar side of things was there, but not there in time. He could have gotten the kill and gotten away with his life. But Zeus and crew not able to make the quick decisions that ultimately turn the tides in your favor. And that along with this map choice by the mobile esports staff could just spell disaster for Winx. Of course, both teams have had equal opportunity to practice and play. Definitely. So as of right now, it seems as if Gangsters
know it was coming.
Exactly. Everyone knows that it is a possibility, and they should be prepared. And it seems as if Gangstars is the team that is more prepared for this matchup on Frosty. But you know, don't count either of these players on the Winx side out, of course, because we do have a 3v3 right now. Actually, as 2 players fall for both teams. And it seems as if... Okay, so... Never mind, I was going to say something, but it doesn't work out anymore because Zeus and Crew are actually getting the W done right here if they can get this bomb plant and get this kill, or let the bomb... protect the bomb long enough so that it does indeed go off. Richard might have the perfect opportunity to get a kill and get a second kill. Unfortunately for him, Max and not Lancer are able to clutch up and get that first round on the board. Very well done by Winx. And it seemed as if all hope was lost for that round. But like I was saying earlier, effective trades and having a man advantage is the better option 100% of the time. Going down a player early on or even later on, never know something that you want, because it's basically one less person that you can rely on to have information, get gun skill or gun wins, gunfight wins. It's just overall not a good scenario. But oh my goodness gracious me, there's 4 people pushed up right here into
One
the
grenade
A.
could really soften.
What's going on here? Oh my goodness, is this gonna happen? Oh, Max taken out by Richard, and yes, Jake, you are 1000% correct.
And
One
there it
grenade
is.
could have just made them all squishy, and they are all gonna get taken down. One person left alive, and Lancer not able to do anything right
Had
there.
a little bit of
Jake,
momentum, but you just threw it in the trash. All grouping up there
What was that?
inside, or right there inside bottom market. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. They group up there right there, exposing themselves through that door. Richard took full advantage of that. Gore jumps down, doubles up, and at that point, you just really had nothing you could do. Why you all moved in there and just stood there? I liked what they were doing early on. They were moving through there. They moved through stakeouts into market. It looks like they're going to push right out there onto the A site, but then they just all froze there and allowed themselves to be shot.
You can't do that. You have to commit. You cannot do that. And if you are, okay, let's say the pusher, like, oh crap, we can't do this because XYZ reason. You gotta pull back. You can't just sit there like ducks. Like, what? Like, it makes no sense in my head. And follow along with this as well. But I don't know. This is what we see as casters and as viewers. Teams might see something completely different. So we can't really say too much on that end, but it definitely doesn't look as if they were playing with their heads on right there, and Gangstar is definitely able to take advantage of that. And it's very unfortunate if you're a Winx fan, because they definitely are capable of hanging up with the top dogs. But for whatever reason over here, teamwork and communication not playing in their favor. 5-1 right now is the score, the round count in favor of Gangstars. I see y'all in the chat. You guys are really funny in the chat. Why you bully me? It says sometimes you gotta just be nice. No bully.
But sometimes, you know. Next match will be Destined to Rise versus Team Nemesis. Richard found a frag kill there on Zeus, preventing him from going on the loose. They're opening on the A site. Richard getting tagged down to 30-60. There's a couple players up top right here inside our market. Chris is going to find one. Max right outside there. It's all up to Edge right now. Player coming in, missing multiple shots. He should have had him strafing out the stairs. Had great angles on him. He does a little 360, and he's trying to get knifed. But he's going to get shot by that AK right there by Richard before he get that knife kill. No 2K gold giveaway yet, at least. It's 6-1. They lead by 5. Checking out the scoreboard. Gore 12-2. Equilibrium 7-1. Exam Blacks just sitting at the bottom of the scoreboard this time. 3-3. Letting his other teammates do some of the work for him. The heavy lifting. Lancer 4-7 at the top of his leaderboard for his team. Max 3-6, and Zeus 2-6. Carry 0-7, sitting down there enjoying his Dunkin'. You got to go ahead and get a couple points on the board. Don't throw those out, man. Hit the cardio machine. Just throw the donuts away. You're not helping your team. Sitting down there with 7 donuts, man. Not at all.
Nope, and Carrie, of course, as well, joining, being the newest member of the agency, 007 now at 000, or 008 rather. And definitely, like you said, Jake, got to throw those donuts away and try and group up and possibly get some trades. Even if, so in this situation, if your teammate's going 0-8 and you know the other teammates aren't doing too well either, I think it would be best to maybe use one of your players to try and just be a lurker, right? If you're not able to get kills, play your life, right? Play your life and just kind of lurk around, try and get a pick or two. And see if that'll help out. Of course, we're not in comms right now, so we don't know exactly what's going on in their heads. But right now, it's probably the best option for them, as they are down significantly. 6 rounds right now in between these two teams. As we go into the next round, it's definitely not looking too pretty for the side of Winx, and it's something that you really got to try and practice. Your teamwork, your communication, make sure it's clear, concise, and nothing too difficult to understand, and try and get those round wins are very, very crucial. First bloods as well. Chris gets the first blood yet again on Max, and I'd be curious to see if there was a way to pull up stats for first bloods in correlation to the actual round wins. That'd be something interesting that we could possibly work on in the future, because that's something that is definitely very important. 1 minute and 27 seconds left in this round. General Gore and Carrie putting down some shots down range, but Carrie does ultimately find demise. General Gore does indeed also actually fall. 3v2 right now, as Lynch is the only one left alive, and as I say that, Chris gets a nice 2-piece. Got to pull out the X23 right now. Those claws are digging in right now, digging in too much right now for the Winx side of things to handle. They are still down 1-8 against Gangstars. Yes, indeed. So another gold giveaway will happen after each and every single matchup, so don't worry about that. Stay around for the matches. Watch the matches with us, and stick around just a little bit longer for the gold giveaways if that's your thing. Ish finding a very first blood, which is very good for this side of Winx. But Trey's going down, making it 3v4. And it seems as if Winx might actually have the upper hand here. Because we do have one Gangstars member that is actually out of commission on the other side of the map for V2. So if this round goes in favor of Gangstars, then it would have been a big blunder for Winx. If Winx is able to clutch this up, then you will be able to see that having the man advantage and first blood is something very interesting, and something over here happening. And I think this should be a round win for the side of Winx. It is indeed, and Winx get a number 2 round on the board. And Gangstars are still leading, but Winx getting their bearings. 8-2 is the round count.
Winx getting a little lucky as you get trapped beneath the map right there.
What?
Believe everybody is back. Move here into round number 11. 1 round away here from the flip. Excuse me, actually, I guess it's 2 rounds away from the flip. Examples of strike first, finding Zeus. Getting him down early on here. Carry tag down to 39. Going to throw a smoke grenade in there. Chris, with the help of Examples, going to find Ish coming in there to the guest house. Max first strike for his team. Going to double up there on top of Richard. Equilibrium doubled up on his own with that foul. It's now 3 versus 1. 1 play of the life here with Max. Bomb at hand. About to be pinched here. 1 through the window. 1 coming inside a guest house. He's down to 13. Gets shot from the back with a quick flick. He's not going to be able to find anybody. He's going to get dropped right there trying to jump out the window. It's 9-2. Gangstars leads by 7.
The question I have in my head right now, will Gangstars be able to run away with it again and get 13-2? A W, 13-2? Or will it be, Winx able to get a few more rounds? If not, the win, the comeback. Definitely not looking good for Winx, as we have Carry at 1-10 at the bottom of the leaderboard, Zeus 3-9, Ish 3-11, Max rather at 6-10, and Lancer at 7-11. On the other side of things, for Gangstars, 16-6. For Chris, 9-2 Equilibrium. Richard, 6-2. 6-5 is Example, and 2-2 General Gore after the reconnect right there. 2 players going down for each side. General Gore actually finds a second player right there, being able to kind of tilt the odds in his favor. 3-1 right now, in favor of the CTs, as I don't know what's going on over here because I saw so many bullets going down and fall, but looks as if 2 players are gonna fall. And I think right now what's going on is they've kind of lost their
mojo.
teamwork.
Yeah.
Their mojo, their teamwork, their everything. Winx just not able to do anything, and that happens. It does, and it comes down to either lack of practice or some sort of external factor, but typically it's just lack of practice, lack of just teamwork cohesiveness, right? It's just not there. And Gangstars, of course, being veterans in the Forward Assault tournament scene over here at Mobile Esports, it seems as if they're just able to, just regain if they do end up losing 4. Or, I don't know. It seems as if they're just able to do it all and not falter when it matters, and that's exactly going down right here. Equilibrium and Crew are able to get another round win on the board. It really does. It just sucks to see teams that have so much potential, and then for one little thing or 2 little things to go wrong, it just the whole kind of like chain just kind of derails, or train rather just derails. And unfortunately, sometimes teams are just not able to get their bearings back. Hopefully, we can see a little bit of a better matchup in these next few rounds. But never mind. As I said that, Carry gets a very well-placed frag on Chris. I did not expect that at all, but Zeus gets traded out by Equilibrium. I was about to say, if memory serves as well as, just kind of the stats over here, then Gangstars, of course, should be slated to take this map and series, but do not count Winx out. They did get first blood. are still down 2 players, 3 players. It's not looking too good, but we're going to have to wait and see if that's going to be the outcome. But it does definitely not look good for the side of Winx in this round.
Yeah, it's definitely like it could potentially be another 13-2. Max trying to do what he can, but you're packed over there in a corner, and you're just going to get dropped. It's pretty much all that can happen. 12-2, 1 point away from taking the W. GS is sounding a little bit like Master Yoda right there. Like I said, it's like they lost their mojo. They just don't got it. They'll put a couple points on the board, but that's about it. They're just looking kind of not like they've given up, but just like it is what it is. We've tried our best.
They just accepted it, basically.
Yep, exactly. It's the acceptance of your fate, I guess. Ish over here. Finding equilibrium, but Richard quick to put him back down on the ground, punish him for putting his man down this early on here in the round. As a 4 versus 4, Richard tied down to 79 is the bomb carrier. Going to be pushing out here to A soon. Actually going to opt to go ahead and move back up and check it back. Player side stakeouts gets tagged once, maybe twice. Grenade going to move out, forcing them to move. Max watching his marketplace. And that's what I'm seeing. Like the CTs, they're really, really watching their corners hard, but they're not flexible. They aren't moving when they should here. You still got Lancer and Max both over here. They should have rotated around, potentially maybe move over towards the B site into maybe looking to go through the waterway. One's still holding out here on top of A. Sees Richard, tags him down. Actually going to drop him. Nice shots there from Lancer. Max is rotated back around. Maybe they're a solid play here on their corners. Is going to pay off for them. It's a 2 versus 1. I mean, this is all. Yeah, they are. You got nothing to lose there. You got to put another point out there on the board. Can't let them move forward. It's 3-12. Definitely not going to be the same as last round.
No.
Match point once again for GS, but got a little bit extra cash in your bank accounts. GS, a couple of their plays looking a little low. We'll see what they can do here.
That was, it came down to the wire, but the Winx and crew were able to get that round win, and that's what you need sometimes. That's really all you need, is just to get that one round, pull everything together, and get that one round, and then, the other ones would hopefully fall into your favor. We're going to just have to wait and see if that's exactly what's going to happen, but unfortunately for 2 of the Winx players, Zeus and Max, not knowing what's going on really, and do get taken out by example. Richard finding a frag kill on Lancer, but not before Lancer does indeed get a kill of his own right there. 1v3, and slightly different score, but the same outcome nonetheless. Gangstars are able to take this game, and thus concluding their matchup against Winx. Good games to both teams. Gangstars takes the W, 13-3.
Indeed. Once again, well played there to both teams. I think that should be a hashtag, well played, for the gold giveaway. Hashtag well played will be the hashtag for the upcoming gold giveaway. You guys can go ahead and start spamming that. Of course, add your Fort Assault in-game name after that hashtag so we can make it nice and easy to get you that gold. Once again, hashtag well played with your Fort Assault in-game name. We got D2R versus Nemesis coming up right after this. Stay tuned. We'll have a quick word from our sponsors, and we will be right back.
Do way better. You didn't think I'm just a 2-time video game champion, do you?
Morning.
Come on, try.
G Fuel Energy Crystals. Energy that pops.
Welcome back, everyone. We're choosing that giveaway winner here in just a moment.
Dude, that ad. For the,
I know, right? That ad is
right?
good.
For the crystals there, G Fuel crystals. That's funny.
Yeah, G Fuel likes to have some fun. They definitely like to have some fun.
They
Their ads.
Oh my goodness. But we definitely do like to have some things. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and get this gold giveaway winner selected. Real quick, want to give a drum roll to them. Congratulations to Dr. Potato Man. Dr.
Oh yeah,
Potato Man.
I like that, man.
1K gold. They're headed your way very shortly. Thank you for tuning in, my dude. And yeah, enjoy the gold. Gold should be given out within a few days, typically 4 to 5, a bit more, sometimes a little bit less. But don't worry, it will be on the way. Yes, indeed. And that name did trip me up there, Mr. or Dr. Potato Man. Yeah.
Another good one. Another one added to the list.
Yeah.
Next match here, Destined to Rise or D2R versus Nemesis, bringing their stats up right now here on screen. Should be an interesting matchup between both of these teams. They've actually played a few rounds versus each other. Played at least 6 matches. You've also had 2 matches played versus or GS has played 2 matches versus Winx. So you got a lot more match history between both of these teams here. D2R has won every single match, though. Some of them have been closer than others. We'll take a look at the past matches image here in just a moment. But stats are higher, some significantly higher in certain categories, some just a little higher, but higher nonetheless in every single slot here. But again, stats don't play the whole story, but you know, they do represent something that, you know, could happen inside the match. The matches ratio is typically higher. You know, when you get going against a team that's almost got a 4 match ratio versus you're just above 1, you can have to pull a little bit of magic right there. Kill death ratio isn't too different though, but there typically is going to be that one player on the D2R side that does have an awesome night that ends up going off. You're going to want to have somebody that can, you know, whoever it could be, you know, whether they're playing with an SMG role or maybe potentially a sniper role, you know, whatever it may be, you're going to want to have somebody on your team that is going to be able to counter that individual, whoever it is going to be. You don't know. It can be anybody. Somebody's going to have an off night and somebody's going to have an awesome night. You know, it's just typically how it goes. You know, that is with any game, any sport, anything you do, everybody's going to have an off night. Somebody is, at least. Checking out the past matches image, you can see here, last match was very, very close. 13-11. That match, once again, very, very close. 13-7, 13-8, 13-5, 13-3, 13-5 once again. But the bottom 3 there. So, you know, Nemesis has gotten a hang of playing versus D2R. Nemesis actually won the last match they matched up against, 13-11. The previous 5, though, all matches won there by D2R. You haven't won the last match, though. Your other matches, 13-7, 13-8, fairly close. I think, you know, they definitely do have a potential chance of taking down D2R here. Again, it's just going to depend on who is on tonight. I think on the D2R side, you know, if you got Gramps, if Gramps is playing, you got him on, a couple of other players, then I don't know. I don't want to say there's not much you can do, but there's not much you can do, right? But if you're having one of these nights where some of these D2R players are not as on, you also have them on maps they aren't as typically used to playing. Take advantage of that, and you might be able to run the score up here pretty quickly and hold that, you know, a 2 or 3 round buffer and go ahead and get the first win here on this map.
Yes, indeed. And I don't know if other people have kind of, or anyone has really said this, but to my knowledge, as far as I've seen, and I think Jake, you might also agree with me on this point, is that Gramps is probably one of the smartest, if not, you know, the smartest forward assault player in the game, just in terms of like situational awareness, being able to like just adapt on the fly and clutch up when needed. Of course, it doesn't always work in his favor, but from what I've seen, probably one of the smartest forward assault players that we have seen to date.
I would agree.
You
I
know?
would completely agree with that.
Yeah.
And yeah, sometimes you've seen him lower on the leaderboard, but he is playing, I think, more of a team leader, team captain role, calling out, giving people plays and what they need to do. And it's it's going to depend. Can you have a night where you're on top of the leaderboard, close to the top of the leaderboard, and calling out have those team plays or not?
Do it all.
And again, I don't I'm not sure who yet is playing over here on the Detour side. We're still waiting for some of these players to join. That's gonna be something else to see. Taking a look at the point development throughout the Art of Warfare tournament between D2R and Nemesis. Bringing that image on screen right now. It's interesting to look at D2R. You ran up there. You actually kind of fell down a little bit towards the middle half of the middle end of the season, or a little past the middle, and then you went ahead and shot back up there. Nemesis kind of hanging kind of low key throughout most of there, ended up shooting up right there towards the end of the tournament, being able to get up there and qualify to go ahead and move on in here to the tournament. I don't think you can count Nemesis out. Definitely cannot, especially having past match last played against D2R. You won through the previous two before that. You did lose, but you had moved up. It was 13-7, 13-8, so you were getting closer to winning. You go ahead and win that one. You can make the argument that there may be due for another one. Again, another thing I'm looking forward to seeing who's going to be playing. I've not yet to see who's playing on the D2R side. Will you have subs coming in? Will you have new players? Same way over here on the side of Team Nemesis. Chat, what's your predictions? Let us know in the comment section down below. What do you think the round count will be, and who will be taking this first round?
Yes, indeed. And real quick, right over here, I got my G Fuel shaker, my kind of zombified, zombified G Fuel shaker, CWL for Call of Duty one, and then the top for, I believe, the Jev one, if I'm not mistaken, the Jev shakers, but if you want to get yourself a shaker, tub, crystals, whatever they may be, or it may be, go ahead and use code esportsmobile for 10% off anything and everything on gfuel.com. That code again is esportsmobile for 10% off anything and everything on gfuel.com. Get yourself a tub, shaker, hat, string bag, whatever it may be. Go ahead and use that esportsmobile for 10% off anything and everything on gfuel.com. And of course, our code does often go up to 30 or 40% off, which is incredible. Like 30 to 40% of anything is a huge chunk. It's 30 or 40%, right? So go ahead and take advantage of those codes when they go live. But again, use code esportsmobile for 10% off anything and everything on gfuel.com. And I do recommend the FaZe chug rug, blue chug rug. That's a really good flavor. Or the blue ice, peach mango, strawberry shortcake. I think those are my top 4 or 5. Probably 5 would be strawberry shortcake, fruit punch. But definitely go ahead. Exactly. Yeah, I don't. It's classic. It's that classic flavor. Like when Hawaiian Punch was big back in the day, or what was it, Tropicana, or it came with the surfer dude or whatever it was. I remember eating that as a kid. I had a lot of fruit punch back in the day. Fruit punch flavored beverage. We're player waiting to join here on the side of, I believe, we're playing way here on Nemesis, and we should be able to hop right into the round. Playing on Frosty once again. Ooh, I like. Both teams, of course, have definitely played on Frosty, and yes, exactly. We're just gonna have to wait and see who has the most experience and most kind of just like, teamwork and positive kind of vibes in the comms, because sometimes that's something that you don't necessarily always take into account. It's just the comms and kind of not just the communication. But how you say things, right? How you say things takes everything into a whole new context. Like you could be like, wow, dude, you did that. Or like, wow, dude, you did that. Right? You see the difference there? Sometimes, you gotta be positive, and that alone could trigger something in someone's head to be like, all right, I'm going off right now. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. If someone says that a little bit differently, it could be like, does he mean that? Like, I don't know. And then you could start talking, and then conflict could happen or something like that. So you always want to try and do your best to try and uplift your teammates and uplift yourself, and hope that they would do that as well. So just reciprocation there. Sometimes not able to do that, but for the most part, that's typically how you want your comms to be. It's the small talk and the positive small talk that can definitely turn the tides into, your side or your favor. Remedy, what's up? How you doing? Smash, what's up, man? I gotta say that full name.
Yeah, you already know, man. You already know. You're gonna fall for that, man.
Yep. He does it so sneakily.
I know he does. Everybody has a good time. You know, taking advantage of my kindness, man. Trying to use it against me. I mean, I was reading some of you guys' comments about G Fuel flavored this and that. It's like, you guys.
Okay.
That's exactly what I was like. Okay.
All right, moving on. What's going on here?
All players have joined here. I think we are about ready to go ahead and to get this match going. Players are all recording, by the way. For those of you that did not know, every single player does have to record, and all recordings are looked at after this, after all these matches taking place. After everything wraps up here tonight, we'll be taking a look at every single recording. Make sure there is no suspicious things popping up in the recordings. Everybody's recording. Most players are not gonna take a chance because it's not worth it to begin with, but especially when you're recording exactly what you're seeing on your screen.
Yes, indeed. And of course, the stream is also delayed by about 50 seconds on our end of things. Plus, YouTube and Twitch and all that stuff, they add a little bit more time, typically between 2 to 6 seconds. So there's definitely no way that anyone can ghost or cheat via stream peeking or stream watching. So don't worry about that. So yeah, recording and significant delay. That way, cheating is not a thing in this matchup or any matchup over here at Mobile Esports. Jeremy, what's up? I see you, my dude. One Taps personality. What's up? No, I'm Colombian, my dude, not Mexican. Although I do speak Spanish, English, and French. If that kind of helps, I don't know. But we are almost there. We're waiting for this matchup to get started. We are actually really close to starting. We do appreciate each and every one of you and just chillaxing rather, and waiting patiently. Richard, yeah, man, it was, wasn't it? One Taps, what's up? Vane, how you doing? Vane, what's up, my dude? Max, I see you. Quan, Oliveira, how you doing? We're just waiting for teams to get everything on the road. Sometimes it does take a little bit longer than other times. But I think we are good today, and stick around for the gold giveaway that's going to come up after this and every single matchup. Yes, indeed. Right now, two teams head-to-head right now, D2R versus Nemesis on Frosty. Let's get started with this matchup. We are live.
D2R taking multiple shots here, dropping players down here on the Nemesis sides versus the proving the ones to go down. Last player left alive here is Loki. Loki tries to stay it up, but he's going to get dropped right there. D2R putting the first point on the board there quite quickly in about 30 seconds.
Wait a second. Did that round just end?
Yeah.
What just happened there? I literally looked at the chat, was reading the chat for 5 seconds, and that round just blew or blazed by, Blaze Games, but all right, enough of my bad puns, but like, dude, what was that? That was just nuts. D2R. That was quick. Yeah, all guns a-blazing, not letting Nemesis even breathe, dude. All right, if that's foreshadowing, then that's definitely going to be a very good sign if you're a D2R Mystic fan. But of course, it's going back and forth over here as kills are being traded evenly, 3v3 in this round right now. 1 minute and 28 seconds are left. Bomb has been planted on the B-bomb site. It is going to be a very difficult retake because we have 3 players that are in or around the bomb site. But as I say that, a 1v2 scenario, and D2R is left with 10 HP right here. Asian, is he going to be able to do anything about this? Versailles is at 34 HP, and Loki was actually at 1 HP and a dream, and he does indeed pull off that round win. And my dude, Loki and crew are able to pull out that round win with very little HP. That was a nuts round right there, but they played that very intelligently. They didn't overexpose themselves to the point where they died. Of course, you can be at 1 HP, but that 1 HP does not apply to your bullet damage. So, you can be 1 HP all day, but if you have the proper cover or if you get the 1-taps, then definitely going to be a good thing for your side. Mini Hot Dog, thank you very much for the $1 donut. We really appreciate it over here at Mobile Esports. $1 due. Thank you very much. And as I say that, 4 people for the side of Nemesis do fall just like that. And 5th is Loki. 5-0 right now would be the player count. 2-1 is the round count in favor of D2R Mystic.
What's the pass? It's free. It's Burger King Wi-Fi, man. Like, it's
Yeah,
free.
man.
You just log on. There's no pass. What are you talking about?
There's no pass.
You
Come on,
just log on. Yeah, you press the button, and you are on the Wi-Fi, and you can watch whatever you may want. Just make sure nobody's looking over your shoulders. Leonardo finding a frag kill there on Loki, trying to drop that body count board down. Versailles is going to go ahead and even it up here by finding Leonardo, trading him out of here. Sounds slowly creeping over, looking towards Steakhouse. Gonna see if anybody's coming out. Sees one, not gonna opt to shoot any shots. Gotta be careful down to 11 HP. Gonna pop a couple. Gonna get dropped with his frag, and he's not capable. Somehow, Silence is gonna silent Versailles with a headshot being landed on him. Bomb is right down there in front of Steakhouse. Approving's gonna help out Misclick here, finishing off SR right now. Cayman has picked up the grenade. She has picked up the bomb. It's a big grenade with a code on it. 2 versus 1 here. We're gonna make that a 1 versus 1 as Sabrina finds Misclick. It's off to Cayman now, who's going to put down on the ground, and the scoreboard has been evened up. It's 2-2. Checking on the KDs. Sabrina, 5-2. Loki, 4-3. Easy for Asian, 4-2. And Approving's 2-4. Got a couple players over here. Really just get a kill, and you're gonna have your team Nemesis move up very, very quickly. I mean, Versailles 1-3, Misclick 1-4. Those guys get a couple kills, and everybody continues performing as they have been on top of the, those that are on top of the scoreboard thus far over on the Nemesis side, and you're going to shoot up pretty quickly here on the point board. We'll see what they do here around number 5. Versailles, the first strike, finding easy. Looks like an easy kill there for him, but he's going to quickly drown there by Leonardo. He's going to double with the foul. Also finding Loki. Player over here on the right side going to jump out. Cayman with a quick little flicks going to finish him off. As on 1 versus 3 here. It's all up to Cayman. Going to see one player up top. Shot. Not going to get any shots on Allen. Going to come out here. Sees one player outside Steakhouse. He was jumping around. Going to put him down on the ground. Sabrina. And it's one back there by the bridge, but just not enough ammo there in the tank to finish him off. It's a 3 versus 2 here on the round count board. I mean, the numbers are facing off versus each other, right? I've always thought that. Like, in theory, they're part of your team, right?
That is true, and it's also true. Of watching streams and be on my 200 kilobits per second Burger King Wi-Fi. Well, my dude, if you are interested, you can get G Fuel. G Fuel, my dude, will also help you, and possibly get you
seriously
up
just
and
one
at
router,
'em.
man.
Yeah, up and at 'em, going around the neighborhood. Possibly getting better Wi-Fi. Use that code esportsmobile for 10% off anything and everything on gfuel.com. That code again is esportsmobile for 10% off anything and everything.com, or at gfuel.com rather. So go ahead and use that up. And as I'm saying this, bomb is down on the B-bomb site, 2v5. CT is definitely not looking too hot right now, as Asian actually does indeed find a kill on Misclick. Misclick not able to get that kill. 1v4, 1v3. Leonardo, oh my goodness gracious me. Leonardo doing the seemingly impossible, 48 HP, not able to check his right-hand corner, and does indeed fall. But that looked a little bit scary for D2R if Leonardo was able to get that kill right there, possibly get that round win. But Approvings, Cayman, Loki, Versailles, and Misclick able to get that round clutched up and won in their favor. All tied up right now, folks, 3-3. And we're going to have to try and push up, I guess, onto the A-bomb site as a team. It seems as if they're trying to do right here. Hopefully we don't see any huddled up situations again. There are actually 2 players on top of a building. I don't know if they're actually going to come into a gunfight or if it's just going to be kind of like very unfortunate and awkward forward assault timing. One person does fall for the side of Nemesis. D2R striking first. Silent getting a silent kill on him right there. Loki trading that out, making it 4v4, minute 25 left in this round. SRM1 finding Loki. 2 more kills going in favor of Nemesis. Bomb is down on the A-bomb site. One person trying to push up on Leonardo. Stairs up here on the A building. Not able to clean up that kill is Cayman. Cayman does indeed fall to Leonardo. Leonardo gets another kill on Approvings. Approvings, I don't know what he was doing right there. 1v1 situation. Leonardo, are you going to be able to clutch up, get this defuse, or are you going to be able to get this kill? Either one would wreck right now, but unfortunately for him, 3 HP, and he might be actually hitting the smoke, but that was a blunder of a smoke, not able to get that defuse. If that smoke was a little bit closer to the right-hand side and possibly near the bomb site, like near the actual bomb, that may have just bought him enough time to get the defuse, but unfortunately for Leonardo and D2R Mystic, not able to clutch up. They are still, in this game, definitely not out by any means, but they are trailing 3-4 to Team Nemesis.
It's like blow for blow right here. You know, they tie up, one team takes the
For
lead,
real.
the other team comes back, ties it up, the other team takes the lead. Close here, so we'd like to see. Again, your stats didn't necessarily show that, but I thought it was going to be a little closer. Looking at the past matches, you know, having those past match stats are so important because it's different to see versus the regular stats. Be able to see what the past 6 matches were like versus these teams, I think tells us sometimes a bigger story than actually the overall stats between both of those teams. And right now, it is looking good here for Nemesis. It's a 1 versus 3 as Silence gets dropped by Low Key. It's all up to Leonardo. Does have 100 health in the tank though. We'll see what he's gonna do. Drops down here, gonna find the first one. Tags that bomb. Quick headshot there from Loki's going to finish him off. And it's now 5 versus 3. They take the lead by 2 here.
I'm being a little punny over here. So I said Yeetus Fajitas, right? So I spelt it Yeetus both capitalized. Jitas, right? And a little punny on my end. I understand it's not the greatest joke, but FA capitalized forward assault. Hitas. Ha ha ha! I'm so funny. Anyway, we're gonna get on with this round. Minute 44 left. A little bit of really bad humor right there on my part. It does look as if the T side of things are going to get squeezed into a 5v3 scenario. Proving's putting down some shots. Is he able to connect? He is actually able to connect on SRM1 or V2. Proving's putting down some more shots on the B-bomb. So putting down some more is him. Not able to get a kill though, as Silent takes him out with the pistol. And Cayman is trying to go for the knife kill. Is he going to be able to get it? He doesn't get it. And no, my goodness gracious me. Cayman choking the knife kill right there, saying he's so doo-doo. Sometimes that happens, my dude. I do that all the freaking time. I'm so bad at knifing. It's not even funny. Extra and KP, you two can attest to this. I'm just the dumb bad at knifing and forward assault. It's like not even like I don't know sometimes how bad. Anyway, 5-4 right now is the round count. Loki leading the top of his leaderboard. He's at 10-7 on the other side of things for the side of D2R Mystic. Leonardo is at 12-5 as he just gets a kill right there for V2. Not looking good for the T side as they only have 2 players in their favor. D2R on the CT side of things does have 2 additional players, making it a 4v2. 4v1 is D2R up right now in terms of player count. And as I say that, it's all tied up. 5-5 round count. Zath, I don't know if that's the. I think it's a player, dude. Because you know you gotta make sure you actually knife properly instead of just knifing the air. And it's not easy to knife if you're do-si-doing around each other. It's definitely not the easiest thing in the world.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Of course, it is recommended that you do knife the player.
True. If that does indeed happen, then
like you don't want to hit the player. You know, the air is okay, but you're not doing much just hitting the air particles. They aren't going to hate you too much for slicing through them. Easy's going to find first snipe, moving up there. Multiple team players inside of the marketplace right now, so Grenade would definitely soften up. Easy's going to find one more coming out of there. It's easy kills here for him. It's a 4 versus 2 player count right now. Grenade going up there right to the top shot of Market. Misclick joining back here in the lobby. Sabrina with a hailfire of shots moving in there towards bottom market. Nobody there to connect any of them, but letting them know that she is down there and waiting for him. SR, gonna see a man jumping out here, missing multiple shots, gets tagged down to 45. Teammate also here. He's trying to stay up. SR tries to run away. Cayman's gonna take full advantage of that. Shoots him in the back. Comes out with pistol, making sure nobody's inside his steakhouse. Gonna come down here. Sees a player here on the right side. Nice headshot being landed. Even another body count border out. 2 versus 2. Fires that teammate coming from behind, but the quick flick's gonna find Easy. Looking just a little too easy here right now for Cayman. It's all up to Silence. 8 HP. He can be silent very easily if he's not careful. Cayman 54, Loki 30. Definitely a lot more health on both of these players. You get them lined up just nice though. Maybe you can take him out in one burst. They're nice and experienced players. They're not easily going to do that. But we'll see what will happen here. Bomb has been planted. Roles have been switched up. T's now on the defensive. Silence sees one, gives away his position. And Cayman is quick. Finish him off. Dare I say, silent him.
Ooh, but and like we mentioned, each and every stats don't always tell 100% of the story. Both teams going back and forth in terms of gameplay for rounds. D2R Mystic ultimately pulling out the clutch W, but I think in one of the games it was 13-11. And if you check the stats, then you'll see that it's typically D2R Mystic that leads in all stats, but at the same time, it doesn't always translate into a clean-cut victory. 13-11 and 13-7 or 8, I believe, were the other round counts for the W's that D2R Mystic pulled off. But by no means are stats always, a clean, cut and dry, 100% one and done or two and done type of situation. Sometimes stats are a good indication. For the most part, stats are a really good indication, but it's not always, stats pulling off the clutch. Sometimes it's the intangible things, the intangible players that you can't really count for, the lurkers or the explosive players, because each and every player on both teams has indeed gone off in their respective, matches at any given time. Will that happen every time? No, not likely, but it can happen. And right now, 7-5 is the round count for we got Nemesis leading right now over D2R Mystic. And if Nemesis can hold on to these 2 rounds and not lose any, then it's looking really good for Nemesis on this map number 1 on Frosty of this best of 3 versus D2R Mystic 4v2. And as I say that, 4v1, and it should be a round win for Nemesis yet again, as shots are being put down, and that is indeed the case. 8-5 right now is the round count in favor of Team Nemesis.
Cayman is looking unbelievable. 16-9. Great score. It's not some of these 19-4s we've seen or anything, but I mean 16-9 this early on. Misclick 2-2 has joined back. Versailles 7-9, improving 7-10. You're basically carrying your team right now and almost 1v1ing or 1v5ing in some situations into our team. I mean, it's been 1v3s and 1v4s, and Cayman's able to clutch it up. Sabrina gonna get a valuable kill there, dropping Cayman down, gonna get him out of this round, so you won't be any issues here in round number 14. Minute 35 here, round number 14. Loki's gonna find it easy. Also gonna double up there on Leonardo with that MP5K in hand. First time watching back, not gonna see anybody. Here's another kill coming from Loki. Look at Nemesis right now, man. You have one man go down. Cayman was leading it. Loki goes ahead, steps up, takes that spot, and Cayman has been in that Slayer position and is doing some slaying of himself, or slaying himself. It's another round on the board here for Team Nemesis.
Fajitas indeed. I don't know where that came from, but I think I'm gonna run with that.
Man.
Right.
Making me a little hungry. I already ate dinner.
Oh my goodness, that's funny. You know what's also really funny? The 2 top of the leaderboards right now, or 2 players on both leaderboards on top, are actually within a kill of each other in both KD for kills and deaths. So Cayman is 17-10. Leonardo is at 16-9. So 1 kill separate both of these players in terms of deaths or kills. So that's really interesting right there. That's something you definitely don't see with 2 top fraggers. But Leonardo and Cayman both carrying their crew. Loki as well, though, actually helping out with Nemesis. And that could just be the tipping and, tipping their scale or the scale into Nemesis's favor. Having 1 person going off as opposed to 2 going off might just be too much for the side of D2R Mystic to handle. Leonardo, I don't know what was going on there, but definitely not looking the greatest by him. Approvings gets taken out, and 1v3 right now as we have Loki versus Sabrina, Asian, and Leonardo. And oh my goodness gracious me, Leonardo getting the kill on Loki. Slowly yet surely, D2R Mystic making a comeback here. 6 rounds for D2R Mystic, 9 rounds for Nemesis. Will Nemesis be able to get this W for the round as well as matchup of map number 1, or will D2R Mystic be able to come back and get the round and possibly the game W as well? We're going to have to wait and see as this next round starts on Frosty.
D2R.
Nades are
Yeah.
So, sorry to cut you off for you quick, Jake. Nades are a very big, important part of each and every map, but some maps are easier to hit nades on than others. And it's not always just getting the kill with the nades, it's sometimes getting the information with the nades that is crucial. And other times it's not even worth getting nades or utility at certain rounds because they won't help in terms of actual like information or anything like that. Because if you have a team that tends to hit a certain area and that can't be, you can't be smoked, or you can't be stunned or anything like that, then sometimes using those utilities on certain lanes is just pointless to a certain extent. So that kind of, covers that nade type of thing. Nade spots, they help, but they're not always 100%, the clean cut and dry, like, oh, let me throw this nade, let me get a kill or information. So yeah, sorry to cut you off, Jake.
No, not at all. No, that's completely true with the grenades, Sometimes it's good to use them, sometimes not. Low-key being insane. Finds a man, use the frag grenade to figure out where the player is planting the bomb. He tags him down. That's another big thing with the frag grenade. Not only can you get some valuable information, not necessarily dropping the player, but realizing where he's at, but you end up softening it up, making it even easy for you to go over and jump and put him down, as Loki just did right there. 3 men getting dropped there pretty quickly by him, and it's 10-6. They lead by 4 here as we move into round number 17.
Looking as if Nemesis is going to be able to get this win. Like, in all honesty, their teamwork,
it's looking very good for them.
They're like just trades, their rounds, just everything going into their favor. And it's not like D2R Mystic is slacking off or anything. It just seems to be that Nemesis has just been having the better rounds and more consistent rounds. That's what it comes down to right now, because looking at their setup, the setup is a little different from what I've seen in other matches. You got Loki over here in a very interesting spot. Does indeed dip down from that, but 5v4 as SRM1 does fall first there. Looks like it's gonna be a 3v3 now, as two more players fall for each side. And it's kind of funny seeing Sabrina with all those A's. But I do think Leonardo and crew are going to be able to get this round W, as it is a 2, unless Loki
I don't know. It's versus Loki. I mean, you have Loki or Kayla, and if it's the last one alive, you cannot say that.
Bombs
2 versus 1. You do have the bomb down. Exactly. He knows where the bomb's at. He's watching that line of sight. He's making sure nobody's coming up here. Little does he know they're all over on his right side, though. Leonardo picks that bomb up. He's going to realize Silent's going to wait here. We could just let that bomb get planted. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, Silent has a mean line of sight on if he just had not looked away. If he had not looked away. Loki, very, very smart player. Realized the bomb hasn't picked up. He knows it's been too long for it to be planted on A, which means it's got to be going down towards B. He's slowly making his way over there. Didn't want to commit fully just in case they were trying to bait him out by going over there towards that A site and just waiting to plant it. But they do go towards this B side. He's going to make that rotation. Leonardo waiting over. Silence coming through mid. It's going to be very difficult for him to retake it. Loki has found him.
Oh my goodness.
Leonardo playing this very, very smart. He saw find Silence. I don't know how he does that. He's going to go back. See if he can put down Leonardo. Leonardo just waiting out for the bomb here. There's not much more he can do. Leonardo trying to get away with his life. He's going to get away with it. That bomb's going to go off. Not going to take anybody with it. But that's going to be a point going on the board there for D2R. They're down by 3, 10-7.
Jeez Louise, that was insane. I don't know how Loki got that kill on that player in the but I'm like, oh, he's about to die. He got down, like knocked down to 16 or something HP like that. And next thing I know, this dude's pulling off a headshot. Unfortunately for Loki, not able to get the shots necessary to get the player that was on the B-bomb site, and then subsequently get the defuse. But definitely did escape with his life, and the cash situation for himself is quite good, just under 5,000. But it's very, very important to highlight that the cash that you have, don't think of it as your cash. Think of it as the pool of cash that your team has, because that way you can kind of use that cash to maybe buy certain weapons that a teammate could not buy, and that way you can supply that weapon, and in turn they could buy for you. So it's something that you really got to start to get into that mentality that the cash that you have isn't your cash, it's your team's cash. So the whole pool of cash. As I say, that bomb is down on the B-bomb site. 3 players for the T's are on the B-bomb site, and before I can even say anything else, all are wiped out. 2 rounds right now separate these two teams. D2R Mystics seeming to be able to hang, of course, with this Nemesis roster. And not long ago, it was tides were turned rather, and D2R was the top dog right now. But Nemesis seems to be putting on a very, very good show. And 10-8 right now is the round count in favor of D2, or in favor rather of Nemesis. I almost caught myself there.
You made the point about your cash being your team's cash. I think that was one of the big mistakes Winx was making throughout the entire last couple of rounds. Every player seemed to be buying for themselves and not their team. There were some players that weren't able to buy anything. Guy had 2,100 left in his account. He ended up like buying some Kevlar and some grenades. Like, well, you know, you could have bought a grenade or a gun for your teammate over here. Would have helped out. Came and find a Sabrina right side of the guest house. T player is penched. It's Leonardo going down to the hands of Cayman. It's 11-8. 2 points away from taking this match.
And you know what's also interesting that you like kind of tack on to, you gotta also communicate. If you don't communicate, yeah, you can be like, oh yeah, this is our cash. But if you're not communicating, hey, I need this, who can buy? Right? If you're not kind of like going back and forth, bouncing off of your teammates like that, then you can have all the cash in the world. But if that teammate doesn't know that you need it, then it's kind of pointless, right? So it's teamwork and communication comes down to that too. You know, it's a whole, like we say this every single time. It's a lot of little things and a lot of big things that add up. And the communication part and the map awareness and just the straight up being able to win situations that, you know, you might not be able to, like clutch situations. That is something that you cannot, you know, I cannot emphasize enough. If you are caught 1v situation and like in this situation right now, 1v5, if you're able to get a kill or two, right, that's good, because those two players won't be able to buy, or will be forced to buy rather, instead of having their life and their weapon that they had before. So if you are able to get a kill or two even in a very unfavorable situation, then that's could potentially spell victory for your team in the long run. But of course, it's not always clear cut and dry. So sometimes it is really just you know, being able to get round wins, and sometimes that's all you gotta do. Just
gotta have the right recipe.
Recipe indeed. Chef Gordon Ramsay in the kitchen.
Yeah, indeed. So we're gonna put down Cayman cut up there off the stairs. A 2 versus 2. SR is gonna put down Loki. Approving's coming in from behind. This could be a D2R win. Nelson Approving's plays this right. Player comes in here. He's got the nice angles on him. Puts down SR. That's one player left up now. That's gonna be Sabrina with bomb in hand. 100 HP as well. Realizes there's a CT player in here. Approving's just waiting way too long there on that head glitch. Hoping player's going to come around there. Versailles is going to be able to pick up that kill there. Good rotation from MM. Could have been worse. You know, Approving should have been moving around a little bit more than just sitting there on the stairs waiting for that player to come through the doorway. Gotta check your back once in a while, sir. 12-9. It is now match point here for Team Nemesis.
And I think if you take a look at the scoreboard real quick, Jake, it's the 2 top fraggers on each team that are putting in the most work in terms of getting the first bloods. Sometimes it is, you know, switching up. Right here, as you can see, Versailles and someone else that is not top fragging, the name escapes me, are actually ending up getting the kill. And if they're able to do that, if the bot players are able to get kills, then it'll help out the top players, because then it won't be on them, like all the slaying, I mean. So if your bottom players are putting in the work and are able to clean up or get kills, and you are able to kind of do a little bit more of what you would normally do, let's say that's roaming the map or playing objective or just, you know, waiting to get your kill, then it's really, really beneficial for your team if you don't have to do everything yourself or rely on 2 players or 3 players to do everything themselves. And right now, that's kind of what's going back and forth. It's definitely not, you know, a like 20-5 situation for anyone here, but both teams have very, very close slaying power, and that ultimately could be, you know, victory for D2R Mystic or victory for Team Nemesis. We're gonna have to wait and see and we'll see which one comes into fruition as bomb is down on the B-bomb site. 1v3 for the T's. Few people getting picked off right there, and it seems as if this round is set and done, rather. Slam dunk right there for D2R Mystic. One round right now separate these two teams from a Nemesis victory or a round 25.
They might take it there. They just might.
Yes, indeed. It's I don't know. I don't know. These teams are both 100% like as it stands right now. Very easy match. Yes, indeed. Yeah. But it seems to be a very good matchup, and this is exactly, if you're a competitor, and if you're a true competitor, if you're a true fan, you want games that are, you know, really exciting. And right now, this is a very exciting game. It's not one-sided whatsoever. Both teams putting in a huge show here for us. And it's awesome when we can see teams that are very high skill level, very high caliber, go head-to-head right now. And Loki and crew getting this situation down to a 3v1 as Leonardo, who is top ranking for D2R Mystic, in a very tough situation. If he is able to clutch up, then we will be going to round 25. But unfortunately for him, holy crap, Jake! I think you saw
this
this
team
too.
would approve of that shot and he just did that nice little one-tap flick.
Damn.
13-11. They take the victory over D2R. Well played, Team Nemesis. They take the first round in this best out of 3. Looking good moving into the next round here. Lots of people say it was going to be like D2R 13-4 or something like that.
Yeah.
And that did not happen. I mean, really close the entire game. There wasn't even a situation where it was like 4v1 or 4v2 too often. You know, it was typically very even. You know, maybe 3v4 or 4v4 from the body count all the way up there to the scoreboard. Only a few round difference for a couple minutes in that match. Well played to both teams. Again, well, this is the best out of 3. For those who are just joining, there is still one more match at least that will take place between Team Nemesis and Destined to Rise. Stay tuned for that. Of course, I have the gold giveaway coming up as we prepare for this next round. Crosby, what do you think the hashtag should be?
I think I'm gonna lean towards hashtag fajitas.
You probably want to. Is that what you're gonna do? Yeah. Go ahead and spell that out for everybody. Alright guys, this is the hashtag Crosby's about to post it. Hashtag eat us fajitas. You heard it right. That is the hashtag. Crosby feeling just a little crazy over here. After 2 cups of G Fuel, you're not quite sure what's gonna happen. Definitely got plenty of energy though. Hashtag eat us fajitas with that FAIGN. Hashtag eat us fajitas with that FAIGN. We're preparing the next match. This will be interesting. This definitely will be interesting.
CNC, what's up, man? How you doing today? BK Wi-Fi, what's up, man? So close. Yeah, that was freaking like to the wire. One more round and then they would have been 25, but you know, Nemesis able to clutch up and pull out that W without needing to go to that last and final round. But D2R Mystic putting on a show, Nemesis putting on a show. What more could you ask for? A gold giveaway? Oh sure, gold giveaway, 100%. We're gonna give you that. We'll give you all another minute or so over here to put that spam in the chat. That is Yeetus Fajitas with your / in-game name. I have put that in the chat a few times. That way you do get it right, the spelling right. Because of course, if it is spelled differently, then unfortunately, the random selector over here, it won't work out. Yeah. Don't forget your / in-game name. That way we can get the gold quicker to you if you do end up winning, and we won't have to track you down, that kind of stuff. Jay, what's up? Avatar Extra Bride Personalities XO3, what's up? Smash CNC, can't read your name, I'm sorry, dude. JR, what's up? Kenroy James, what's up, man? Kama Sutra, Clock, Azteca, Hamza, Christopher, yeah. How you doing, dude? Jeremy, Venom, wow. There's a lot of people here. I can't say everyone's name. I'm going to stop now, but thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. We really do appreciate it over here at Mobile Esports. And if you are in the market for some G Fuel, you know, if you want a tub, shaker, whatever it may be, go ahead and use code Esports Mobile. It helps us out over here. And you can get that code again, Esports Mobile, for 10% off anything and everything on gfuel.com. So go ahead and use that if that's your cup of tea. Cup of G Fuel.
Shaker G Fuel. Oh, yes.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Sir.
with that said, we're gonna go ahead and end the gold. I was gonna say round of applause, but it's not a round of applause. Drum roll, please. Congratulations to my dude Venom's YT. Venom's YT. Congratulations. 1K gold headed your way very, very shortly. Thank you very much for tuning in, my dude, and enjoy gold. Gold should be there in about 4 days. A little bit less, a little bit more, but yeah. Thank you very much for tuning in, and enjoy the gold, my dude.
100%. Next match will be taking place here shortly. Playing on the map Arid. Going back to a little bit of the bread and butter these teams are typically used to playing on this map. Randomly chosen, and this one happened to pop up randomly here. It'll be interesting to see, if D2R takes this round, you're playing on the map Arid. You go ahead and take it because you're more experienced on the map Arid, but they're fairly experienced on all the other teams, or on all the other maps, that is, as well. We'll have to wait and see.
Looking at everyone try and spell Yeetus Fajitas is kind of funny.
It's kind of funny, yeah.
Some are like Yeetus Fajitas, Yurtus. What's the next one over here? Yeetus. You gotta Yeetus Fajitas. All right, maybe we won't do Yeetus Fajitas for a little bit, but I kind of like that. Kind of sounds cool, doesn't it? Yeetus
I agree.
Fajitas?
It does sound. It sounds great. Like I said, I kind of want some fajitas now, man. Like
Yeah.
steak, chicken fajitas. Oh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this is Jeremy. So this is all 100% on mobile. So there's for mobile esports tournaments, there is, as the name suggests, no outside platforms except for mobile, which is mobile esports, unless stated otherwise. But just mobile, especially for Forward Assault, Art of Warfare, mobile 1,001 billion%. Yeah. Improvings rather. What's up, dude? Who won? It was X Venom's YT. Congratulations, dude. Like I said, gold will be headed your way very, very shortly. Typically in about 4 days, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, but it will definitely get to you, or to the username provided. GG's, dude, and congrats. Game should be underway very shortly. We do appreciate all of you tuning in. We are just, of course, waiting on the matchup to be 100% ready to go, and we should be ready in a cool cucumber minute here. But yeah,
Check out the team comparison image once more. Looking at the stats between both the teams, like it takes on a whole other meaning after seeing that first round right there. You could also make the argument, well, maybe they got lucky. That's true. Maybe you did get lucky that first round, but being that close, you saw the gunfights. Can you really make that argument? Yes, luck. There's a little bit, like the Fort Myers song says, there's a little bit of luck in everything, right? 10% luck. Of course, there's a little bit of luck, but skill from both the teams really showed up there. Nemesis just had a little bit more, maybe a little bit more luck on their side. We'll see how it goes for D2R here in match number 2, that is, on the map Arid. Waiting for a couple more players to join, and we'll be hopping right into the match. Potentially a couple subs coming in here. We do see one sub, that's Luck Monsters, coming in for D2R. I'm not sure who he's subbing in for. But they are making a couple roster changes. Leonardo has joined the room. Leonardo's still playing. And we'll see who the 5th and final player for D2R is here in just a moment. After they all join, we should be able to go ahead and hop right in and get this on the road.
Yes, indeed. In a previous match, I think you said something about Taken, and that just took me back to Liam Neeson Taken. And I wanted to make a pun, but the moment had passed, so I'll make a really awkward pun right now. We're gonna have to wait and see who's gonna be taking this matchup. Ha, brooms. Very bad, but
Hey man, that's the nerdy stuff I like. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's me. It's a good movie series.
Yeah. Improving, saying sudden rap for us. Whoa. Don't put him on the spot. Put him on the spot.
We'll see. Guys, play a little quickly. Got a couple kills. We'll see what we can do here.
It's gonna be dependent on kind of like the play and how Jake is feeling. Of course, I try, but not my cup of G Fuel, or shaker G Fuel, if you will. Clock, what's up? How you doing? Smash, what's up? Karen, Close, Chris, Z Monster, or Z Monster, I guess, if you're on the US side of things. Improving, ZP Dragon, what's up? How you doing? All matches are recorded and reviewed after each and every single matchup to make sure that everything is on the up and up. And on top of that, the stream is also delayed by 50 seconds. And then YouTube and Twitch typically add another 2 to 6 seconds. So there's no way that any ghosting or stream watching or stream peeking can happen. And of course, recordings are reviewed and required from each and every team member that plays. So everything is on the up and up over here at Mobile Esports. You're chilling and watching? Yes, sir. That is the best.
That's what they're doing, right?
Best thing to do, man, is just chill, watch, and
blanket over you. Just shake your G Fuel in the right hand.
Exactly, just enjoy that shaker G Fuel. You know, if you also get the crystals, the crystals are like really cool. They feel really cool in the mouth, and yeah.
Dude, I know. I love that ad.
Yeah, that was funny.
G Fuel's got some amazing ads.
Yeah,
so they keep one up on themselves though. That's a good one right there.
That's what I love about G Fuel. Like they don't take things super seriously when the opportunity to take things like a little bit on the sillier side happens, right? Because of course there are times where you have to be serious, but if you have the opportunity to be silly, that's where I find G Fuel really kind of diverges from other companies and other kind of products. They see the humor in things and they use that humor to their advantage. And oh boy, especially like the OG water boy. I'm like, that's funny, right? Dude.
Well, I mean, look at some of the companies that typically do that. They have some fun online. D-Brand, Wendy's is another one. Have huge social media followings, and you know, both companies I buy things from. Same way as you feel. Gamma Labs likes to have some fun, both on Twitter and on YouTube with their ads and whatnot. And they're real. You know what I'm saying? Like it comes across as being real and not always stuck up and get your suit on and everything.
Yeah.
All professional. Being able to I'm like you, you know what I'm saying? I'm like you. I'm like, we're just like it. Yes, we got a business here. We got to put on the corporate act a little bit, but we can have some fun and play around. And that's, one of the things I love so much about Gamma Labs. And again, they have success there just like some other companies. I won't be surprised if you see more and more companies down the road doing that as well.
Quick note over here. Have you seen the new Spider-Man yet that came out?
I have not seen the new Spider-Man, but I did finally watch Spider-Man Into Spider-Verse. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but oh my gosh, was that a good movie?
Right?
That was
it's
so
good, dude.
Good. I mean, I knew it was good, but I did not know it was gonna be that good. I love the way they were making fun of all the Spider-Man movies at the start. I thought that was great and good taste. And overall, just really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was excellent. I got really involved in it. And I know they have confirmed they're making a second one. They're at least working on a second one, so I cannot wait for that. I'm actually more excited for that sequel than I can't think about any other sequels right now. Like that is one. And speaking of movies, like we're on Spider-Man, so this is kind of taking like you swing out of left field. But Aaron Paul, aka Jesse Pinkman, posted this picture on his Twitter page of him and Bryan Cranston, who is the actor that plays Walter White, supposedly on set for the Breaking Bad movie. And they're to me I can't wait.
I'm on season 4. I gotta
finish up. Season 5 is the best. It goes from 0, they start ramping it up and they kind of dies down a little bit, but then it goes 0 to 100 real quick. Like those last 10, 15 episodes, it's like, whoa, you are glued, you are binging. It's I do admit, it gets a little season 2 end of it to season 4. It has its low points. Sometimes it kind of dies down. There's the one fly episode or whatnot. Which is, I don't know if you've been on that one or not, but that one's just like, whoa.
Yeah,
it's like a whole 50-minute episode. Essentially, Walter trying to kill a fly.
Yeah. Filler episodes are sometimes really
it's a filler episode, but it's not, because it really puts this.
Oh, really?
Well, I guess you haven't seen it. You gotta check it out. You gotta watch the episode, because it's not really a filler episode. When you watch it and then you go back and read a little bit, it's like it kind of puts a new light on Walter's character when you're watching that episode. How he interacts, how this little thing is just bothering him so much, and it's got a cool duality to his character. Yes, it's kind of a filler episode, but it's one of those fan things. They've put together a theory behind it and whatnot. Whether the fans are inside Vince Gilligan's head and are correct about it, you know what I'm saying, and they're they got it right on, or if they're just making up excuses for a filler episode or whatnot, and Vince Gilligan's like, yeah, that sounds cool to me. That's great. But I have not watched Stranger Things.
We're live. We're live. Yes, we are.
I'm waiting for. I think we have one more reset. We're waiting. One player is this, or is he dead already?
I think we're okay to go.
I'm just waiting for the confirmation here in chat.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we're gonna have one more reset.
I think there's one more reset coming in.
Yes, there's gonna be one more coming in over here. But Stranger Things, yeah, I haven't seen it. Or to see it, English. To see it. Ben or B-Nates, he actually told me yesterday that I should watch it. I'm like, I'll start it. I don't know when, but I'll start it. And I've been really hooked on that. It's really, really freaking good if you haven't seen it.
What is it?
Like anime, Naruto.
Yeah, I haven't watched
Shippuden,
that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't watched either of them. I've yet to watch Stranger Things. It's one of those ones I want to watch. I just haven't had the time. I've actually been watching season 3 of Jessica Jones, and Jessica Jones has always been a very, very different Marvel show.
Yeah.
And this season is very, very different, but it's good. It's a good different kind of different. It's kind of it's a little creepy. I mean the villain in it, it's a different villain. Got his own set of superpowers that are a little bit more down to earth, more human, dare I say. I mean, it's very, very. You gotta watch it for yourself. But anyways, that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get right into the match. It is on right now. Detour versus Team Nemesis on the map Arid.
This is match number 2 of a possible 3 matches right now. Team Nemesis squeaked the first match win in their favor. Right now, we're gonna. That is the case yet again, or if D2R Mystic is going to be able to come out guns a-blazing and get the round and possibly the match win. As I say that, though, people are both falling on both sides, actually. And oh my goodness gracious, that was a 5v2 going down to a 2v2 with the nades and pistols going down. Approving, is this going to happen? You are kidding me. A 5v2 is going to go down in favor of the CTs. One more player left alive. He was on.
He should have just stuck that, man. He just picked up the kill and has plenty of time to defuse it.
Holy crap.
Gosh, his Nemesis looking good.
What just happened? Nemesis just picked the D2R roster apart. And right there, that is the perfect example of a site retake with utility. Jeez, I have not seen a cleaner cut site retake in a long time. Very well played by D2R Mystic towards the beginning, and then just Nemesis too much for them to handle. They take that round. Number 1, they're up right now 1-0 over D2R Mystic.
These are all heading over here towards his A side, and now T's moving through the palace. One's about to peek around the corner. Leonardo watching anybody, making sure nobody can come out across that balcony side. A minute 40 here on the clock. Wiz is the bomb carrier. Looks like they will be pushing this A side out. We'll see what's going to happen. Shuvu moving up here, moving through mid, right there by CT spot. Some warning shots being put over there towards that palace side, and there comes a warning grenade. Loki's about to move in. Gonna see if he's down there. Fires multiple shots. Not gonna be able to tag up anybody. Luck Monster's the first strike. Caven's gonna lose his life right there by the bottom of palace. 123 left on the clock now. Tag multiple shots. Loki's gonna get out of it before he's dropped down totally. He's there at 8 HP, eating multiple bullets. It's easy for Asian to bottom pop out here. Bottom palace. You can see a player over on his right side. It looks quickly down there. Player hasn't peeked out just yet. They got a nice little angle. Bullets fly past his head. Minute 5. Waiting for teammates to set up properly, and he's going to push in here, all up here by B Stores right now. It's a minute mark, just passed, down here at 59 seconds. One play coming over in his elbow side. Easy's going to see him, have to move back, and get dropped quickly by Approving as he rings his head right off there with a nice little headshot. Loki's going to see a player moving through storage, not going to be able to pop him and drop him just yet. It's a 4 versus 4 here on the body count board. He sees one back there, he's going to pop and drop. That's Silence, getting Silence back there. Shooter finds Leonardo, but not before Versailles was going to go down to the hands of him. Luck Monster puts a kill down. Wiz gets a bullet whiz past his head, and he goes down. It's 2-0. Approving's the last man left alive once again for the side of Team Nemesis, and they are up 2-0 right now. Looking good. Approving 6-0 on top of the leaderboard. Loki right below them at 3-2, excuse me. Not quite 13-12. 13-2. Leonardo sitting on top of the scoreboard for his team. D2R at 13-2. And Luck Monster right below him respectively at 2-2. Met 50 here in round number 3.
And right now we're seeing a display that has been basically, I don't know how many matches in the making. it was really, really close. And then D2R Mystic just ended up pulling away with the W. But last match, we saw that outcome completely different, as D2R Mystic did end up falling to this Nemesis roster. It was 13-11. We're going to have to wait and see if something similar will happen here or what exactly will happen. But it seems to me as if D2R Mystic have met their kryptonite, no pun intended. But it really does seem as if that's the case over here. Definitely don't count them out, though. D2R Mystic does still have a player up, as Approvings and Silence might actually becoming face-to-face over here. But as I say that, one player does go down for the side of Nemesis, and it's all up to 1v1 scenario over here. Silent and Approvings. Is this going to be forward assault timing, or are they going to be able to exchange bullets here? Gonna have to wait and see. And Approvings does get the kill on Silent. Silent was just kind of creeping up over towards the B market, but I guess he didn't see Approvings in time, and Approvings in the perfect place, perfect position.
7-0. This guy's yet to go down, man.
Ooh, caliente, yitas fajitas in the chat.
Spicy, man. That's what I am saying. Easy for Asian, 0-3 at the bottom of the scoreboard for his team. D2R Wiz 1-3. Versailles 0-3, and Cayman 1-3. It's like the exact same mirroring over here on the bottom of the leaderboards for both teams. One of those teams, I mean, really, if you have Cayman step up, get a couple kills, which we know is very possible. You just had a couple bad starts here. You're going to take this round count even higher, even quicker. Trades go down here on the altercation top of the B side right now. Versailles going to pick the first kill up there on Silence. Loki's going to get dropped, and Versailles is going to trade it out by Luck Monster. Cayman move out here, going to watch the B columns. That bomb's about to be planted here on the B side. Well-placed frag, and he's going to do some major damage. Kills 2 of them. Approving still has yet to get dropped. He's going to try to go for another one and maybe get 3 kills this round. He comes in. He finishes off Leonardo. He's going to be able to defuse that bomb, some teabag action, and he's now 10-0. This man is about unstoppable. 10-0, they're going to be able to defuse this bomb, get some extra cash invested into their bank accounts, and it's 4-0 right now for Team Nemesis. I'm seeing the hashtag NIM on top, and they currently are, and is looking very, very good for them.
Improving, saying Kryptonite. Approving's my dad. Okay, dude. Okay.
Well, it makes sense. He approvings, he's improving. I can see that.
That's true. That's true. Oh my goodness, people in the chat.
I just want to know what the mom's name is. Disapprovings? Mid-approvings? I don't know.
I would maybe say disapprovings. I don't know, though. That's interesting. Anyway, enough about trying to get into the forward assault teams. 5v5 right now. Still the scenario. Minute 38 left. Shots put. Oh my goodness. Never mind. Wiz somehow whizzes into this matchup right here and takes out a player right there. 4v4. And it seems as if I think we're going to have a site take on the B site, and that's exactly what's going to happen right here. 2 players fall for the side of D2R Mystic. 3v2 bomb is down on the B bomb site. 2 players pushing out towards this B planter and get him and get another. Luke Monsters does fall. 4-0 is the round count. 5-0 will be the round count. Bomb is defused, and this seems as if D2R Mystic has just like no real nothing to do right now. They don't know what's going on, and if they do, they just seem to be, just every single time outsmarted or outgunned, outplayed, outmanned, whatever it may be, by this Nemesis roster. Like I mentioned earlier, they seem to be the D2R Mystics roster's kryptonite, if English is correct there. Approvings 10-0. My dude has not dropped, and to be 10-0 is phenomenal. But in and
of itself versus D2R, though. I mean, you're 10-0 in of itself is impressive. But 10-0 versus D2R on Arid, which is a map they are very, very good on, is incredibly impressive. Push up to find an easy for Asian, a little bit of easy kill there for him. And gonna go back, maybe see if we can pick up another one. He's still inside, hiding behind the smoke. Players dropping back. Now I could jump inside his bullets. It's a minute 20 left here on the clock, and he's trying to block these players coming up through Palace. Gonna move slowly back in here towards the smoke. See if anybody pokes out. Nobody yet. He sees one come around. He's got to be careful he doesn't get dropped. He's at 67 HP. A frag grenade that's held could be put him down on the ground. He's going to win that gunfight versus Leonardo, but not sacrificing, but not without that is sacrificing a little bit of his health. It's up to the Luck Monster with 6 HP. He's going to quickly go down to the hands of Cayman. Cayman's just over here taking one player out after another, after another, after another. Loki's going to put down a bullet past Wiz's head, and his head gets blown off over there. And the last player up to live here would be Silence. Pushing up here towards the B side. Does not have bomb in hand. A little low on HP, and at this point, we'll see what he's going to do. It's 1 versus 5. He's going to be the first to strike here for his team. He puts down Versailles, silencing him. Shuvu coming up behind here. Loki knows he's in here by his B storage. A couple warning shots fired. Proving's all alone over here by A site, maybe trying to convey a message to us. I'm going to stop looking at that. I'm not quite sure what he's drawing there with his bullets, but I can guess. I'm not quite sure what just happened. Oh no, it was Loki. I thought somehow came and got that kill. Loki gets the kill there on Silent, and it's 6-0. Team Nemesis on top.
Eatus fajitas? Can I get a Eatus fajitas in the chat? It's I don't know, dude. It's something that you don't necessarily know that you need until later on, and that I'm talking about is teamwork and being able to regain when the situation or when the going gets tough. As the saying goes, you're gonna have to be able to regain as a team, as an individual player. And that just speaks to the fortitude, the mental fortitude of your team as well as you as an individual. If you can indeed do so, then, you know, all props to you. But Cayman, again, doing the dirty business. Oh my goodness, clean up there. And last time Cayman was actually able to do their dirty business and push up basically uncontested, but there he was contested slightly. Definitely a little bit questionable that play there. But Gramps does end up subbing in, which is allowed. One player is allowed to sub in at a time and no more than one per match. And Gramps is subbing in over here for D2R Mystic. I do believe Wiz is the one that was subbed out rather. And it seems as if 6-0 is still going to be the round count unless... Yep, okay, never mind. So 4-1 is the player count, and this should be a 7-0 round count in favor of Team Nemesis. And I see y'all saying Yeetus Fajitas in the chat. Let's go. We got to get that started.
Oh, you'll get it started. You already know, man. I was thinking it, Missy. Yeah. We're going to do some rhyming over here. Yeah. You already know it. It's interesting. I saw this in the chat. It's supposedly Easy for Asian has confirmed that he's leaving Detour after this match. That was posted in a Discord chat like 10 minutes ago. If that is true, can you imagine the morale and how the team feels right now? And how he personally feels as well? I mean, he is 0-7. Is that intentional now? Like, you saw 0-7. Okay, maybe you're struggling, but is that intentional? Are you 0-7 intentionally? I don't think so. I'm going to be paying a little more attention, but is that potentially something that is more intentional rather than, you just lost 7 gunfights in a row and having able to get a single kill? I don't know if that information is true, of course. That just saw a couple of people saw say in the chat that is a big deal. Dare I say, it really can put a sour mood on your entire team if you yourself type that in the chat and letting know everybody's going to go, even if you aren't typically one of the top players on the team. Moving up really close to the mic. I don't know why. I guess because they're all quiet trying to sneak out on this A side.
Yes.
And they have snuck out here. All the CTs are completely unaware of this movement over here towards this A side. Bomb has been planted. They're going to give it away as shots been fired. Silence going to find a proving right now. Bomb has been planted over here by the A side. It's a 3 versus 5 situation. Easy for Asian. Slowly creep out and trying to find a kill. This player on his right side. Going to miss him. Shu is full of the op. Going to get put down player. It's Luck Monsters. They're getting dropped by him. Loki also going to find Easy for Asians. Not for Asians, but pick up a kill. As a 2 versus 3, 7 rounds on the board. And that bomb has, of course, been planted. It's not been boring at all. Leonardo going to find Shuvu on his right side. One player live here. It's Loki going to find one about to get dropped here. And it's going to the first round on the board here for Team D2R as Silence. Silence is low key. And they have closed the lead that Nemesis has only by 6 now.
And take a look at the scoreboard. Asian has found his very first kill of the match. Gramps is still 0-0. Of course, just joining us last round. Gramps, in my opinion, and I think Jake would agree with me on this one as well, probably the smartest, if not one of the smartest
decisions they've made. Yeah. Well,
100%.
Gramps, yeah, I'm saying this is one of the smartest decisions I've seen DTR make over the last
Oh,
few
yeah.
minutes is to have Gramps sub in. Especially, I don't know. Again, this is just something I saw somebody post in the chat. I don't know if I have confirmation on. Like, I can't confirm it. Obviously, I'm casting a match. But if you actually do have a player quitting, are you going 0-7 on purpose? I don't know. It looks like to me personally, it looks like he's just struggling. But again, it messes with the team morale. If you yourself actually said that definitely messes with the team morale. Again, just something I saw in the comment section. It's something to think about. It puts shines a whole different light on the match. Having that information, if that information is true, of course, then not knowing it. It's 8-1. They take their lead back up by 7 now. KD's approvings. 10-1, he finally went down. Of course, he had to go down, being they lost a round right there. Came in taking the top spot, 12-5. Actually moved up the leaderboard a little faster than Approvings did. It's interesting, Approvings ended up dying. I think that's a good thing for him because it begins to get to the point where you're 10-0, you're 12-0, you're positive you haven't died yet, so far in a match, you're going YOLO, you begin to play like not at all. You just get to hide because you don't want to die. You want to get that screenshot or whatever and finish the math job and be like, man, I was like 12-0 in this match. It was perfect. Every time I got in a gunfight, I won it. But you go and get that kill and that pressure to keep that up, to not die at all, kind of disappears, and maybe will allow him to be a little more mobile, a little freer on the map. The other flip side to that, though, is you don't want to start running in and jumping into situations where it's a 1v3 or whatever, and you're just not going to make it. Shuva's still with the out with the op. I want to see the shots he's firing over here. I'm trying to find him right here. He's all the way over here by B Calms, moving up here towards mid right now. Going to pull it out. Does not have the Art of Warfare skin on. Anybody wanted. Shuva also finds Luck Monsters with the frag grenade. He's going to be talking about that and possibly being Luck. Whatever it was a monstrous kill there coming in from Shuvu. Also going to silent there with that op. Shuvu going to get dropped by Gramps over in the corner of her side. He's going to say, hey, put him down on the ground. He's also going to double up there on Leonardo, and it's 9-1. Currently, Nim is still on top.
It's Ash asking, what is Yeetus Fajitas? No idea, dude. It just kind of sounds cool.
It just sounds cool, yeah.
Yeah, I would say probably like Yeetus, so like yeet, and then Fajitas like like yummy yummy.
So you just rhyme it, man.
Yeah,
just make up words to rhyme, right?
Yep. But as I say that, and as Jake says that, rhyming is a thing that I can't do too well. But, I came up with Yeetus Fajitas, so I'm a little bit proud of that. So if y'all could give me a Yeetus Fajitas in the chat, I would greatly appreciate it, as the situation 5v5 stalemate transpires right now, and it seems as if they're going to the T's are actually probably going to try and hit the B-bomb site. Just taking a look over here at Look Monsters and crew. It does look as if B Long is being smoked out. They're slowly yet surely checking their corners, trying to push up onto the B-bomb site. One player is headed towards the market side of things. Does actually take up Provings, takes him down Versailles, and Leonardo gunfight right there. Leonardo does end up falling. Luke Monsters takes out Loki. Versailles takes out Asian. 2v3, now 1v3, and it seems as if this is going to be a T-side win. Versailles not able to do that.
Planted. If you could have got that bomb planted, just a little bit extra cash, that is always the most ideal situation. But, of course, winning the round is the most important there. Go ahead and getting him off the map totally. But if you got that bomb planted, it would have been just a little bit extra cash. Although the cash situation, since Gramps has come in, is beginning to look a little bit better here on the D2R side. But is the round too far gone at this point? That's what you got to think about. You're one round away from the flip, though, so it is going to start evening up. Best case scenario, you go into it, at least best case scenario for D2R, you go into the flip, you're only down by 6, 9-3. You are going to be on the CT side. Definitely all hope is not lost for them at all. It is going to be a little more difficult than, say, a 7-5 flip or something like that. But, you got Gramps in here, you're down by potentially 6, hopefully not 7. It could end up going.
Remedy, I see you there. What's up, man? How you doing, Remedy? Jokes, what's up? How you doing over here? Yes, like you said, Jake, B-site has been taken, a 1v4, and this should be a round win for D2R Mystic, as they are surely, getting up there in terms of the leaderboard for the rounds. As we go into this flip right here, it seems as if D2R Mystic, after the sub with Gramps, is able to, get round after round after round, and possibly make a comeback. We don't know yet. But it definitely is, a a situation where they can come back, and they've definitely showed a little bit of a different side of them right now, because before it just kind of seemed as if they had kind of accepted it. Now with Gramps being here, revitalized is their roster as 4 go down, 1 more left for the side of Nemesis. And damn, dude, and it's the little things like that, just being able to get a round completely wiped in your favor, that could be, you know, the clutch factor that you need, the actual kind of like mental break that you need. Because Gramps, before Gramps joined in, it kind of seemed as if they had just kind of been waiting for Gramps and not really doing too much. Gramps, I'm assuming from what I understand, is the in-game leader. If I'm wrong, please correct me, but in-game leaders are very, very important. If you don't have an in-game leader, an in-game leader,
well, motivational talk to be able to get here. Hey guys, it's not all lost. We're going into flip. Cash is going to reset.
Good vibes.
We're going to be on the CT. Exactly, the good vibes. You're going to be on the CT side. Start thinking about the positives. Yes, you're down. You were down by 6. Now you're only down by 5. You know, you're going to this next round. You're going to take. You do have the cash advantage. It's looking good for them as Gramps actually puts down Shuvu. You know, so you're going in here. You could be potentially down by 4. You're looking good. You can get that cash advantage on your side. It's not all lost. We're still in this. That positive motivational sweep coming from that team leader, that experienced team leader, can be huge. Leonardo's going to take the life away from Cayman, and Sluckmosh is also finding low-key. Versailles trying to stay up. Going to find Leonardo. One more player about to stick around here in the corner. He's going to put down the ground, but nope, Silence is going to silence them out, and it's going to be all over here for the side of Nim. That bomb's been defused, and they're only down by 4 now here on the D2R side. Could be potentially a comeback, chat. Let us know what you think in the comments section down below. But again, you know, that motivational talk is huge. You're just starting to point things out like, yeah, you know, I know we're down by 7, but hey, we're going to be going into flip here in the next couple rounds. Cash is going to reset. Everybody's going to be set back to 0. We're going to be on the CT side. You know, if you had to go into the flip down by 6 or 7, I'd want to go on the CT side. 100%. Hey, guys, we're playing on the map Arid. This is a map we're good at. You know, there's many positive things. Yes, you're down by 6. There's many positive things here. And you can see, I totally agree. You can see the way the players are, they're playing completely different. It's like they're awake now. They're like, yeah, you know what? You're right. We can do this. That motivational talk is all you really need. Leonardo is going to soften up both these T players. They're going to try to come through B storage. He's going to put one in the ground. Action. Nope. Versailles is going to come back and somehow get the headshot on him. And he doubles up with the MP5K. Versailles saying, nope, we're not going to take this too easily. As he silences 2 players right now. He's going to plant that bomb right now inside the B side as it has been completely cleared. There's 2 CDs left up here spread out. One coming through A and one to be rapid back around. It's up to Cayman trying to take the life away from Easy4 Asian, and he's going to be able to do that. Last player is Gramps, finds one, approving shots there from him. Moving down here, got to be careful to leave that knife out and coming into an altercation. Player on his right, 2 on his left, and it's difficult to do that when there's 3 men right there. First round win going to Nim since the flip. Down by 5, but can't count D2R out just yet. But Cash is even up a little bit.
That was nuts, dude. That is something you cannot...
Yeah, that just totally changed the whole way that round was going to go. I mean, if you asked me, I thought D2R was going to have it, especially with that grenade softening up that you had Leonardo get. But that 2-piece right there by Versailles, huge clutch moment there for that round. And that's why you're up by 5 and you're not down by only up by 3.
Yep, and like we say, it's not the amount of kills, but it's kills that actually impact the outcome, right? If you're getting a first blood, that's huge. Will that necessarily mean you're going to win the round? No, but it'll definitely mean that you have the advantage. But if you're in a 1v2 scenario and you are the person that gets the 2 players, that right there is a huge blow in favor of your team. And if you're able to do that, even if you're able to trade out, right, that is massive. If you're shooting and you don't end up getting any of them, then it's like, well, maybe you should have been in a better position. You should have maybe been going with the buddy or something like, I don't know, something else, right? But it's always something that comes up when it's like who's winning, right? You take a look at the scoreboard, you take a look kind of like their play styles. And right there, I don't know if you saw that. I'm looking at donated a weapon. When he ran out of ammo, one of his teammates gave him a weapon. So right there, when you have a teammate that is, you know, paying attention and actually actively trying to help you out, then that speaks volumes. That speaks volumes. And D2R Mystic able to get that round win. Think of it this way: your teammate's life in game is more important than your own. Look at it that way. Don't play for the kills. Play for the round win. If you need to get kills for that to happen, then that's a different story, right? Go for the kills. but you're not inherently going for the kills to be able to get the W, right? You have to be going for the W, which may require you to get kills, right? They're two different things. It's a fine line, but you know, sometimes players don't understand it. So just a real quick, the teams that wins on stream. So the team that wins on stream isn't the one that will advance for sure. We would check the recordings, and every player must, must submit the recordings and make sure there's no foul play. As long as the players are all clear, and the team will advance. So it's like a 99% chance that the team that wins here will advance, and then just have to go through the the checks to make sure that everyone's on the up and up. And then after that, those matches are reviewed, the recordings are reviewed, then the person or team who won will either be approved or not allowed to continue. But everything will be reviewed 100%, so do not worry on that end. Improvings, what's up, May? Thank you very much for tuning in. 5v5 right now. This round has just started. 7-10 is the round count right now. Favor of Team Nemesis.
Improving's got to be careful. He's going to get tagged down by that frag that just rolled in there. He's able to avoid it. There's a smoke grenade right outside here. Multiple shots being fired down. His altercation go down within up the A side right now. People's get popped and dropped. Gramps is going to find Improving as he throws his walker at him. It's a 2 versus 2 situation. First eye is going to find Gramps taken out, but not before he's able to double up with the AK-47 and put down 2 players. 123 left here on the clock. Versailles, low on health, last player up to life here, does have bomb in hand. At this point, do you go ahead and back out of the A site and move over here towards the B? I think that's what he's going to opt to do, taking his time though, so he doesn't give himself away so easily. There's one CT player creeping in. That would be Silence. You got to play very silently if you're Versailles. He's got a good amount of time here going to start creeping back around towards his A site. However, maybe you just want to hold and play the clock a little bit, wait for the 30-second mark, move back towards A instead of going to B. He is committed towards his B side, though. He's going to have to face luck monsters, and Silence is moving back over. That's what I'm saying. You go ahead and hold inside a palace, hide a little bit, make sure nobody comes after you, which they haven't, and then you move back over towards A and plant that bomb as they think you've taken that bomb over towards the B side. Luck monsters has set up back here by B columns. Looking to see Silence has spotted this player. That bomb's about to be planted here. Get a little bit extra cash here in your bank account. That's good. You're using the MP5K. If I want to be in a close range situation, this is what I want to be. But Luck monsters saving that frag for that situation to put it over there on bomb site. It's going to be 8-10. D2R has closed that gap significantly. Still down by 2, but looking like they could go ahead and come back and tie this up and maybe potentially take this round win in round number 2.
Taking a look at the scoreboard real quick, D2R Mystic, Leonardo leading the pack for D2R Mystic, 17-16. Trickling down just a little bit more is 17-13. Look Monsters, Silent, 15-10. Grams, 11-5. And Easy for Asian, getting that 3-15 KD on the other side of things. So for Team Nemesis, Versailles at 18-13. Cayman, 15-14. Approvings, 12-10, 13-10 now actually. Shuo at 11-15, and Loki at 10-16. 4v1 is the, never mind, I was gonna say body count, but D2R Mystic able to get that round on the 9-10 right now.
This is a completely different D2R team.
Oh, 100%.
Completely different D2R team. And all you can really say here, Grams is 11-5. He's definitely moving up. But all these players that come alive here on the D2R side, all of them have come to life. And you can only put that down to Grams being in and just having that player come in. You know who's there, who's coming in to help. That's a nice little morale boost. But then that communication, you know they're all in VC. D2R is an experienced team. They're not doing some of this where there's only 1 or 2 players in the VC and everybody else is out of it, talking in team chat or whatever. They're all on there. They're talking. They're communicating. And he's giving the good motivational speeches, whatever it may be, to get them moving. And Gramps is helping out those crucial points. He's going to put down Loki, but quickly gets traded out by Shuvu, but able to damage him up. Versailles comes in or finds Luck Monster, but he's going to quickly trade out by Silence here. It's a 1-27 left in the clock, and Leonardo coming up from the corner, going to find Cayman, put down the ground. It's 1 player up here now inside of A site. Thinking about planting that bomb potentially. Shuvu got to go ahead and commit to it, man. You're getting a little low on cash. He knows there's 1 CT out here, though. It would be very difficult to do. You do got to, that's probably what you do. You got to push this. You can plant there on the stairs. That's personally what I would probably do. He's going to find him, tags him once, twice. Not going to be able to finish him off. And it's all tied up here. D2R has done not the impossible just yet, as they haven't come back and won, but they have tied it up. The unlikely so far, and them just not looking like they have anything to say here. They haven't been able to do much.
Nope. Easy for Asian, 4-16. The only real kind of, dare I say, detriment to this D2R roster as far as just getting first blooded or not being able to get many kills. Definitely not the greatest for D2R Mystic, but Leonardo and crew definitely stepping up in that department, as well as the round count department. All tied up 10-10 right now, as we have one Loki. He gets taken down by Silent. Cayman gets a nice 91 kill right there on easy for Asian. 4v4, minute 26 left in this round. It does look as if they're going to try and hit the A bomb site as Gramps takes Cayman's life right there. And it seems to me as if actually there's going to be a rotation here, because there's only one player that's pushed up onto the Palace side of things, pushing out just a little bit more. Gramps is there to get that gunfight. Is he going to be able to get the kill, though? That's the question. Gramps is able to get the kill, gets tagged down to HP, though. He is still trying to make sure that no one is there on the A-bomb side. But they know one player is actually left alive now, and that is Versailles. He does get the bomb planted. 4v1 situation. Not a very situational.
Versailles has really impressed
awareness.
me. It's not a good situational, but Versailles really impressed me. He stepped up in the last few rounds. Difficult to do that when you got Gramps and Leonardo both out there on deck with an angle on you. You know, if I had been in that situation, I probably would have backed up a little bit, gone for the player coming around through B columns. But again, he's one of those players that has really impressed me and stepped up to help his team out a little bit. But he just hasn't had as much help. You know, he's actually top fragging right now. You got Approvings, he was 10-0 early on. Think about this. Approvings was 10-0. He is now 13-13. He's essentially gone 3-13 over the last, I don't know how many rounds. I haven't keeping track that much, but let's say 6 or 7 rounds. Well, no, I guess 13. So last 13 rounds, I guess, or whatever. He has gone 3-13. Last 3 rounds, 3-13, was 10-0. Cayman also 16-16, was positive, has evened out here. Low-key, also bottom fragging. There's a lot of difference. Have you kind of run out of steam a little bit on the NIM side? You got the motivation that Gramps has given to his team. You have a little bit of steam run out on your team as well over on the NIM side. And then you see that's where the score starts evening up and it even starts flipping. You know, you now have a 1 round count advantage over here on the D2R side. Approvings does find luck monsters. They're going to be able to take this B site, get that bomb planted, needed cash. Gramps goes down to the hands of Approvings. They're going to try to tie this back up. One man inside of storage, and he's about to get pinched. He does. Approvings. And right there, Cayman with the knife, finishing off easy for Asian. It's 2K gold given away a little later, and it's all tied up here once again. We'll see what the third map could be. If D2R does take it, we will be going to map number 3. However, if we do see NIM take this round, it is over, and NIM will be moving on to the finals versus GS. As mentioned earlier, though, we do have to go over all of the recordings to make sure all, play is fair. There is no foul play involved in any of those. So just because you do one on stream doesn't necessarily mean you will be the official winner. But being you are recording, most players are not going to take the chance to begin with of doing any foul play, any iffy during the matches, but if they do, they typically definitely will not recording. With that being said, though, one player goes down by back of B columns. Low-key's pushing up here. He's got to low-key be careful. He can get shot through that smoke. It just gives a false sense of security. He's going to go down to the hands of Luck Monster. Going to get traded out by Versailles, who's still over here holding strong, but he's going to get dropped. And now it's match point for D2R. It's a minute 17 was left on the clock. That round was a little quick, dare I say. It's match point once again for D2R. Go ahead and get this wrapped up. I would not want to let Nemesis, you just get this round done, play it smart, get it done as quickly as possible. Don't want to let him get there, tie it up, be match point, 12-12 for both teams. You don't want to let it get that close. You don't, especially how this match is gone. But again, it looks like Nemesis has just run out of steam, and you got D2R all gassed up and ready to go. They're shaking the shakers. They down their shaker full of G Fuel, and they're just on top of things. They're looking very, very good. They've made this comeback. Multiple T players right outside of B storage, thinking about maybe going in. Leonardo does it, smoked out, going to force him to move up a little bit, but he's still blind because there's one player right there. He sees a silhouette coming in, he's throwing that grenade, he's missed him just by an inch, and Leonardo's actually going to get the kill on Proof. He's had no idea he was there, but not before he's going to get the kill there on Luck Monsters. A minute 25 here, he's going to walk out, going to try to pop and drop this player on his right side. He does, low-key goes down, but he's also going to find easy for Asian back there. So 3v3, minute 18. Still a lot of time left here in this game. No need to play as aggressively as these key players are. There's a lot, playing a little too fast, if you dare I say. Versailles pushes in, finds Gramps, trips on that banana peel. Leonardo comes out, about to get dropped, and it's all tied up here. They've come back and gotten it to match point for them. I say you don't want that to happen necessarily.
Dude.
I think D2R played a little too quickly. I think the T's were playing a little too quickly. It paid off for them. D2R came a little too far up on that bomb site. I think should have had a couple of players maybe hanging back by the deck side of things, so you don't have as those situations where you get trapped there on top of bomb site, one player on each side of you. It's match point for both teams here. I mean, at this point, D2R has nothing to lose,
Jake,
and Nem has everything to lose. Yes, sir, Mr. Sir.
If you take a look at Easy for Asian, I think record in terms
oh
of
man.
oh no.
Oh no.
4 kills and 20 deaths. This dude is just and you know, not necessarily the worst part, but like the most kind of surprising part is that if they win this round, if D2R Mystic wins this round and this match, this dude would have been going 4-21 and still getting the W. That is a testament to how resilient this D2R roster is.
And how one player change can make a world of difference. One player change, not the whole team. One player comes in. And yes, he's gotten a few kills, but he, 18-8, it's still a good game. But again, just having that player come in and a little bit of motivational speak. I think this is Shuvu who's all alone here on top of B side. There's not much more he's going to be able to do. He actually gets 1 kill, sees the player on his left side, but he's not going to be able to silence, as Silence does silence it. And D2R hangs in here as they tie the match count up to 1-1. As they take this round here, we're moving into round number 3, and match number 3. Got to get the matches and rounds straight in my head. Just crazy what just happened. Match number 3. D2R has an opportunity still to go to the finals. Ladies and gentlemen, stick around. We have another gold giveaway coming up, of course, and another round after this. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Do way better. You didn't think I'm just a 2-time video game champion, do you?
Morning.
Come on, try.
G Fuel Energy Crystals. Energy that pops.
Welcome back, Mobile Esports fans. We are still in this series tied up 1-1. It was not looking like it was going to go like that. But we're back. Getting the next match prepared. It will be on the map Streets. Players have joined here. They are ready for this. I know we are. We're going to do the gold giveaway quickly and go ahead and get into this match. Crosby, what will the hashtag be?
It'll be hashtag FA Art of Warfare. So let's go hashtag.
You cut out. Hashtag AOW?
FAAOW, yes indeed, with the hashtag FAAOW and your forward. So it's in-game name. I'll drop that down in the chat just so y'all know how to spell it. But yeah, go ahead and enter in the gold giveaway, and good luck to everyone. We'll give y'all about a minute.
Indeed. Hashtag FAAOW. I know personalities. they got a lot of personality in that ad, dare I say. insane round right there. I would have to say you're going to have a sub come in for Easy for Asians. I think somebody's going to sub in for him. But that sub they made for Gramps, Gramps coming in there has a pretty good, not bad, 18-8. So you're positive by 10, not shabby at all. But what's even more impressive, 18-8 is not going to carry the match. Right, that's not going to carry your team to victory. Everybody in that lobby had to step up a little bit. Easy for Asian got a couple more kills. We're struggling down there towards the bottom, just having a bad game. Is what it is. Maybe lagging a little bit. I'm not quite sure the situation there. But you got Leonardo and Luck Monsters also in there. And Silence all stepping up. Again, that motivational speech, I'm sure it was in there. Positive vibes, like you said, getting it out there, showing the bright side of things, not getting all down of it. They went over there on the flip and just came back and wrecked. I mean, Approvings was, again, 10-0. It was 13-13. I think he finished off the game 15-13 or whatever. But when he was 13-13, when you think about that, he was 10-0 over the past 13 matches. He went 3-13.
Yeah.
That's just that one player there. You gotta think about Cayman as well. Also, who else was there? Versailles pick it up a little bit, but Loki had a not a great game as well. Was starting off okay, but kind of died off there towards the end of before the flip, and just wasn't able to get anything back together after the flip.
Avatar, dude. Okay.
Very good, and
okay.
Let's see what happens here. I mean, I don't have any predictions. I mean, Nim's looking a little low on Steam. Definitely. D2R, gotta be a little hyped, a little motivated there. Comes into it. You're playing on the map streets. One that D2R is very, very familiar with. Yes, especially if you're bringing a couple of the older players for D2R. You have them come in here. You're definitely a lot more familiar with that map.
Did you see that one?
I saw that one. Yep.
Yep.
You and me both, bud. You and me both.
All right. With that being said, we're gonna get this cold giveaway underway. Not really. You guys are really funny in the chat. All right, drum roll, please. Congratulations to Junior F right there. JRF, congratulations, my dude. I believe it was 2K, if I'm not mistaken. Was it?
It was. It is 2K gold because there was a knife kill.
2K gold headed your way, dude. Very, very shortly. Thank you very much for gold. Should be there in about 4 days, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes less, but about 4 days, dude. Thank you very much, JRF, for tuning in, and enjoy the gold. Is it wisely, man?
I'm really intrigued to see who is going to be playing on both of these teams. You have a different subs come in for Team Nemesis. Do you keep the same guys you had with? What are the subs going to be like over here on the D2R side? You got to think Asian is going to get subbed out. You got to assume Gramps is going to be playing. You got to. I don't see why he wouldn't. He's there to play, obviously. So, yeah, I guess he was kind of just in voice chat being a little bit of a coach, but he's got to be there to play. I think you got to be there. But maybe you got somebody there you're a little more confident in. You are the coach or the leader, however you want to put it. You get somebody more confident in. Give him the opportunity to shine. I can only do so much speculation, and I don't want to, just like talk out of my shaker for the next 15 minutes or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's going to be very, very interesting. Because it's completely random. The winners are chosen randomly, extra. Like, it wouldn't be random if we chose you every other giveaway, right? Vertical, if you say vertical, not horizontal, right?
Exactly. Definitely not how it works, extra. Although, my dude, I will tell you this. You have a really, really good, knack for knifing me in my lobbies when I play or record, and I don't know how you do it, but I just can't. Even if I have a weapon, I'm trying to shoot this dude and I can't kill him. I can't do it. He just comes up.
Yeah, it's hacks. That's all I'm saying, man.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Gore, man, he's coming out there like, whoa, don't mess with me, man. Gramps and Avatar playing. That's what I'm trying to figure out, man. I don't know. Zach, at all. I have no idea what's going on. Players haven't joined as quickly, so there's definitely some subs going on and some discussion happening, I guess, in the VC and then a text chat. Okay, so Luck Monsters has joined here for D2R, so you're essentially waiting for two more D2R player?
3 more total.
Yeah, okay. 3 more total, but I think it's just 1 more D2R player. To join, you would again have to assume that it's going to be Gramps.
You can assume, but hopefully,
for
for D2R Mystics, for D2R Mystic side of things, we Gramps, right? Because they essentially looked like they had like no life in the last match, or not last match, but the match before and before Gramps joined. When Gramps joined, it was a complete 180. It looked as if some pinheads or whatever zapped into them, some G Fuel, and Gramps definitely making the difference. But we're gonna have to wait and see if that is the case over here, or if it's not gonna be in the matchup. Either way, though, this match should be on the road very, very shortly, and we do appreciate each and every one of you tuning in and sticking with us as we just wait for this matchup to be ready to go.
I hate to cut you off, but Easy for Asian is playing.
Ooh,
that is interesting.
4-21.
So you've not had him subbed out.
Is that the new goaltender?
Isn't he playing for D2R? So I guess he needs to switch over. No.
I think if what you were saying is true, and that is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
I don't think he's playing because he was just playing for them early. I don't know why he's been sitting over in this team.
Yeah.
Gramps has joined up here. So basically the same exact roster as it was for both teams last round, except Misclick has subbed in for who is not playing here. You're missing.
Let me give it a check real quick.
Oh, you're got Versailles. You're gonna be missing Cayman.
Loki, Cayman, all there.
Approvings is gone. Misclick is subbed in for Approvings on the side of Team Nemesis. That's an interesting sub.
Yeah, I think wasn't Approvings 10-0 at one point on the first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's 10-0, but it ended up going 3-13 pretty much after the flip. So had a good start. Dr. Potato Man, I see you. May need a sudden sub in to cause a few deaths over on one of the sides. But really, I find interesting Agents playing. I do find that interesting.
Yep. 4-21.
He must have,
maybe 4-21.
To reset his. Yeah, you're 4-21. That is. Again, a little bit of the. I can't confirm if the drama is true or not, but a little bit of drama I saw in the chat a little bit. If that's true, Gramps got some faith in him. Hopefully, he's going to prove himself here, and it'll be worthwhile to have him stayed in here.
Should be ready soon.
Yep, we're just waiting for him to rejoin here.
Yes, indeed. Clock, what's up, man? You're saying Nem for the win. All right, let us know who you think pull the clutch W and move on to the finals versus Gangstars. If it's going to be Nemesis or D2R Mystic, it's anyone's game right now. Both teams have been playing phenomenally, and it's really going to come down to the wire and to see who's going to, participate in the Forward Assault Art of Warfare finals, in partnership with Blaze Games and G Fuel Energy Formula. We're going to have to wait and see. I know we're excited. Let us know if you're excited in the chat, and let us know your predictions as well. Northern Ma Waduhek indeed. Wadu. Go ahead and leave a Yeetus Fajitas in the chat again. I'm saying that. Go ahead and leave a Yeetus Fajitas.
That in a little later into the casting.
Ooh,
I want you to
okay.
look at the past matches. This is the past matches before today. So all the rounds you've seen, you can delete. Okay, you can just go ahead and delete us that from your memories, us. But no, seriously, yeah, D2R had won the first 5. Nemesis having won the last 2. Well, the 2 of them. And then D2R have taken the last one. I'm adding them 2 from today. D2R definitely has won more matches in comparison. I think we're actually live now.
We are live.
Let's go ahead and get on into this. We're going to delete this image out of here and go ahead and get into the match.
Match number 3 on Streets right now. Match number 3 on Streets of the Forward Assault Art of Warfare, the semifinals right now. We got match number 3 on Streets, D2R Mystic versus Team Nemesis. It is a 5v5 right now. Shots are being put down. No one fallen quite yet, but it does look as if the T's, or Nemesis, is trying to push up towards the B bomb site. Little do they know there are still 4 CTs in the CT spawn. One person is actually going towards beams. Easy Formation finds the first kill on Versailles. 2 more kills following in the favor of the T's. Actually, as I say that, CTs are actually up a player Now they're up 2 players as the bomb seems to be going to get diffused over here as they're all stacking up, making sure that the body shots are going to be enough for the player who's defusing to get the defuse off. And that's exactly what's going on right there. And you can see the quick decision making of D2R Mystic, from D2R Mystic rather, that was able to get that defuse. Because if you didn't notice, what happened there is they weren't sure where that last player was. But what they did know for sure is that the bomb was down and that the player that was on it could get the bomb defused if he didn't get killed off of it. So what they did is they stacked up kind of huddling around him. That way they could take any shots that would come his way, allowing the player that was defusing to get the defuse off. And that right there is an incredible heads up play by D2R Mystic. Unfortunately, not working out in favor of Team Nemesis right now. D2R Mystic lead 1-0.
I really hope the drama that was going down earlier, a little bit in the chat, if you guys were here, you know what I was talking about, with one of the players is fake. Was put there trying to get somebody to say it, and has nothing to do with it. Because it looked like he's back in here and playing strong, a little bit of motivational talk from the team, and he's playing much, much better. I like that a lot. I would hope that is the case. Shuvu almost doubled up there, puts down easy for Asian, about to come back and try to pick up another one. Reloads that Tech 9, he's going to try to wrap around here and pick up this bomb, which is down here towards his A site. He's got a long way to go, but plenty of time to do it. There's one player coming from behind. He's got to be very careful. He tries to go pick this bomb up. Playing very silent. She was going to win that gunfight versus Silence. Silence not connecting any shots on him. He's got to be careful to get tagged from the back, and Leonardo does finish him off there. Just bad timing. You look over there, you're moving a little too quick. Sometimes you got to move a little slower and hang there on those doorways, make sure nobody comes through it. D2R haven't taken the first 2 rounds. Again, not a huge surprise. You know, when you first start off, you're typically going to win those first 3. And that 4th round is we're going to see the cash beginning to even up a little bit. And the team that has lost the previous 3 is going to get that first point on the board. Happened last couple matches. We'll see if it happens here in this one.
And you know what's really interesting, Jake? On the side of D2R, has really gotten 3 kills already. And it's been 2 rounds going into the 3rd round. Last game, he had gotten 4 kills in a total of, I think it was 25 rounds. Like, like the huge like comparison in player from last game to this game is completely different. Like, it's as if this just chugged like 3 shakers of G Fuel, then just did like 10, 20 push-ups, and then just decided to go like absolute ham. And that's exactly what you want to see from your player that was not doing too well, not having a hot map at all. And sometimes that's all you need to do is just kind of mentally restart your play style, your everything. And that's exactly what he has done right now. And Asian is definitely getting up there in the scoreboard. As I say that, though, 2 Nemesis players are able to find kills of their own. 1 more player fallen is Leonardo, and Silent came in 3-4. Bomb is down on the A bomb site. 3 players left alive for the CTs, and actually 3 players left alive for the Ts as gunfight's going down 2v2. Bomb is down on A. Are they going to be able to get the defuse, or are they going to be able to get the kills? The kills and defuse is the answer right now. Leonardo and A cleaning up right now on the A bomb site. Silent and Asian leading the pack at 5 and 2 respectively. On the side of D2R Mystic, Shuvo is 4 and 4. Cayman is 2 and 4 on the side of Nemesis. And we have a 4-0 round count right now in favor of D2R Mystic.
Didn't happen. That 4th round did not go to Team Nemesis. If somebody's saying I call a 13-0, could that happen? Could you have such a flip like that where Nemesis wins the first one, almost wins the second one, and then just totally slips up and D2R just bodies them? It's a flawless victory for them. Maybe. We'll see. It's definitely, possible. 4-0. It's not, 4-1 right now, so it is possible. Asian's going to be the first one to pick up a kill there on Loki as it comes outside of Beans. Leonardo's over also watching his players back as he puts down a misclick. Must have misclicked his touch buttons right there. Cayman finding Luck Monster's going to be the first to strike for his team, respectively. Leonardo put out Cayman before he can do any more damage to his team. It's a 4v2 situation. 2 up on the T side, 4 up on the CTs, and now it's 1 as Shuvu goes down. It's all up to Versailles to clutch this up. Approvings has joined, potentially going to be subbing in for someone. I'm not sure who that would be. Interesting they're bringing him back in. Maybe Misclick is going to be subbing out for Approvings.
Could
I
be.
believe that
I'm
is
not sure.
what has happened. Misclick has subbed out. Provings maybe need to recharge his device, or I don't know what. Maybe find a cable in order to play. Reset his Wi-Fi. I don't know what it was, but he was just there for a few minutes to go ahead and hold it. They've got Provings back in here. Now, the thing to say, though, you are allowed one sub per round. So that is your sub.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to use
so you
that
cannot
sub.
use it.
So in case, later on a little bit down the road, you're like, well, you know what? Maybe you need to sub him back in for somebody else. You're not going to be able to use it. You got to do what you got to do. You maybe, like I said, maybe you need to find a cable or reset your Wi-Fi. You're lagging a little bit. I'm not sure what it was. But, Provings has now subbed in for Misclick. He's over here on the side of Team Nemesis. We'll see if they're able to get a point on the board. He's starting off with low cash. Probably will just, actually, no, he's actually running a foul. He's tagged down to 61 to start off. Gramps going to find shots there on Loki. Gonna ultimately end up putting him down. Provings comes through, puts down Gramps respectively. That's a great way to start off your first round. Sub it in here for your team. The 44 in the body count board. But he's cool. Going to trade it down by Easy4Age and over on the A side. It is the B side. I don't know what I was looking at. I was looking at the A or something like that on his name. And he goes back at it. Kane's going to get dropped right there by Silence. And it's 6-0 now. D2R. Letting that snowball get bigger and bigger.
Real quick, Provings, I don't know what that was, but he got a kill on traded out, right? And he saw someone on the B-bomb site. He peeked him, shot, didn't get any shots on him, then decided to peek again. I don't know why you would do that, because your team is counting on you to stay alive to possibly regroup, right? For the bomb plant or for the site retake. To me, that just doesn't make much sense. You don't have anyone to get your trade. You don't have any back. Provings decided to peek again and gets a one bullet onto Easy4Asian, but that's something to me that doesn't make sense. There's no need to rechow that. Yes, shoulder peek it, beautiful, okay, information. Go help your teammate, right? Or wait for your teammate to be able to get into position to hit the flank, because I think that's exactly what was going on. He was going up top of B hallway, but for you to re-peek that essentially a second after you've already peeked it and you've gotten information is just really, really not what you want to do, especially because you ended up getting two-piece. Your teammate that was up there trying to help you out got killed. So what you did there was not valuable, right? It was just essentially just throwing your life away. And in that situation, you got to play your life. You got to play your life and allow these call out, the whatever's going on the play to actually come into fruition. Otherwise, it's kind of just like, hey, happy birthday. You can have my gun. You can have my money, everything. You don't yeah. That's about it. That's all I can say. There's not real to that situation there. Just make sure that you're playing your life and playing as a team. 7-0 is the round count in favor of D2R Mystic. And as I say that, 3 players actually fall right there. And it seems as if 1 player is left alive for the side of the T's. Versailles is left in a 1v4 and gets cleaned up eventually right there by Grams and Luck Monsters. 8-0 is the round count. This is a little bit of a disappointing matchup right now, to say the least. Once Gramps joined the lobby, it really did switch up, and it looks as if right now we're going to be having a fairly handed lead right here by the side of D2R Mystic over Team Nemesis.
They definitely have a fairly handed lead over them. So we got to clean it up. I mean, that's really what they're doing right now, cleaning it up. But looking like Nemesis still has a little bit of life, and that they're going to come out of there on top of the A side, put a couple players down, but quickly going to put those players back down again on the D2R side. Versailles finds Luck Monsters, Easy4Asian, tagging multiple players, but not able to drop him. That bomb has been planted. He's going to get rushed here if he's not careful. Grenade going in towards his left side. He needs to move out of here. He's not going to be able to move out quick enough, and that grenade is ultimately going to take his life away. 1 player left up here now, and that would be Gramps. If anybody can clutch this up, Gramps definitely can with 6,900 in his account. Gonna find the first one. Provings going down there. Gonna find another one coming out. It's Versailles on the right side, and then 1 more left alive here by the pub. He doesn't see him on the right side, and somehow he puts down Shu, and he doesn't even have time to defuse this bomb. I think he does. Unbelievable.
Oh my goodness, 9-0. 9-0. My mind has been blown.
Yeah.
After what we saw the last 2 matches, this is just like, I did not expect this at all. Someone in the chat called it, but We definitely didn't call it.
I was not thinking of 13-0. I think it was going to be a little more lopsided, but well, I mean, you still have a potential chance here for players to come back. You are going to be able to go into the flip and maybe get a couple points on the board. But it is definitely not looking hot. That's the closest they've been, though. Yeah, I will say that it is the closest they've been. But you're down 9-0, and it just looks like you have had all the life drain out of you, and you're just not putting up much of a fight at all.
Scoreboard real quick. Gramps 13-5, 11-5 easy for Asian. It seems to be something that, you know, D2R Mystic has just had brewing in the pot for a little bit, and it seems to be a round that should be going for D2R Mystic, as 2 are alive for D2R Mystic. And Gramps with some shaky shots there, but ends up getting the W there. 10-0 is the round count. And 2 players for the side of Nemesis have seemed to disconnected for whatever reason. Hopefully they come back in really, really soon. That way they can, you know, possibly still get into this this game and possibly try and make a comeback. But of course, it doesn't look too likely, as D2R Mystic has definitely worn the side of Nemesis down to the bone. We're gonna have to wait and see if that is the case. I mean, 10-0 right now is the round count right now for D2R Mystic.
I was going to say this, you're trying to look at the right side. You did have D2R. Ooh, Shuvu coming in, finding Gramps, getting him down. That's a big player to get down here on the D2R side early. You are down a couple players of your own, though. Potential disconnect, I'm not sure. Maybe your rage quit. You did have D2R down by a good margin last round in match number 2. However, I don't believe that you're going to have a player of Gramps' caliber all of a sudden join on your team, and also somebody that can be as motivational and wake up your team, everybody on your team that is, and just get them moving and playing a little bit better. It does not appear like they're going to have that happen. Versailles goes down. It's now 11-0. We're one round away from that flip. 2 rounds away from this all being over. D2R is stuck in this, and it's paid off for them.
Oh, 100%. 100%. When the going got tough and D2R Mystic was down, they still, you know, went full throttle and did what they could and waited for their sub of Gramps to come in. And Gramps has definitely made the whole kind of vibe switch around to, you know, more positive vibe. Of course, Easy for Asian definitely putting up some nice numbers for himself, especially going 4-21, which I do believe is a record over here at Mobile Esports for Fort Assault. Definitely putting on a good show right there. 11.
I'm so happy that he's playing this round, because again, so some of the things that were posted in that chat, I was like, okay, are you really, you know, is this, it was what I don't know if what was said was true. I can't confirm it, but I was like, wow, that really sucks. But it looks like here that probably wasn't true. It's actually easier for Asian is going to double up, puts down Versailles, and Leonardo is going to defuse that bomb, and it will be going over here to match point. I'm glad that that information was just false and was trying to get me to say stuff, which I ended up saying it, but you know, it is what it is. I was glad it's false. You know, I don't like to hate to see that happen to a team. It's match point here. D2R now on the T side. We'll see if they can put a point up on the board before D2R takes this. Nim, that is. D2R is poised to strike, but everybody has been reset, of course. They have the same amount of cash and the same opportunity to buy gear. We'll see what they decide to do. Gramps has not bought anything, and they're all coming up here. I think they'll be going for knives, and the rest of the players here are just going to
2K gold.
It out.
2K gold.
Yeah, there will be a 2K gold giveaway. They're just giving it an opportunity to get some 2K gold. D2R is going to finish this off 13-0. Much respect to the remaining 3 players here on the side of Team Nemesis. They fought hard for Sai, Shuvu, and Loki, respectively, all over here. Big shout out to them. Big props to stick it in here. Did not rage quit.
100
again, big props to them. But D2R, what an amazing comeback. The resilience they've shown to make that comeback. Gramps with them. I want to hear that motivational speech. You guys got that recording. You send it on over to me. You gotta have some kind of motivational speech coming in there. You just wake everybody up. And it's like, yeah, I got a whole new team in there. And they just start slapping and slapping and slapping and slapping. And they end up coming back, getting the W. We went to round number 25 in match number 2. Definitely did not not go there in match number 3, but it has been a fun night. Chat, I hope you've had as much fun as I have had watching these matches. Of course, we still do have one gold giveaway, so we're going to reward you for sticking around. I mean, you've already been rewarded, at least in my opinion. You've had some amazing matches, but we're going to even reward you a little bit more. Instead of, half a cookie, we're going to give you a whole cookie. And,
Cookie?
Yeah,
Cookie?
I know, that's what I'm saying, cookies. I like cookies.
Way up.
I think we gotta do GGD2R. You gotta do GGD2R. Hashtag
GGD2R.
GGD2R for the gold giveaway. And of course, it's a 2K gold giveaway. They ensured you're gonna be getting that by everybody going all knives there in the last round. Hashtag GGD2R will be the gold hashtag. You guys can go ahead and start spamming that. We'll be choosing one of you lucky individuals in the chat and walking away with 2,000 gold. Good luck to each and every one of you. Great comebacks as critical points, indeed, and magnificent comeback. That has been one of the best comebacks I have seen. And it's amazing. One player, again, it's one player who did not go 18-0 in that second match. No, 18-10 once again, or 18-8, excuse me. A really okay. We're gonna chat a little bit, but 18-8, not a good KD, but not crazy. Like, it's not carrying the team, especially when you're down by over 8 or 9 at one point. You're not carrying the team being 18-8, right?
No,
it's good. There's just this difference that comes in there. This presence that is carried by you. Having there. That motivational speech, there had to be some motivational speech. I mean, it had to be one of the best ever.
100%.
To have everybody wake up like that. Press kind of like a broken record.
Thanos snap.
But yeah, it was Thanos snap. Everybody just changed, man.
Gramps snap.
The Gramps snap, man. Yeah, well, maybe the Gramps clap. You're a little older over there. You don't want to break a finger or anything. Arthritis in the hands or whatnot. The clap's usually a little easier.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe upgraded the walker to one of those mechanicalized little zoom things, vroom vrooms. Be able to get up there and it looked great. It really did look great. It was an excellent match. I see the hashtags coming in here. GGD2R. That hashtag is definitely deserved. Make sure you guys add your Fort Assault in-game names onto the end of that hashtag, so if you are chosen, it is a little easier to get that gold to you. Crosby, I'll let you choose the winner. You go ahead and decide when you want to do it.
Yes, indeed. We'll get the giveaway started in about 20 seconds. Just want to give a real quick shout out to Team Nemesis as well, though, for the first 2 matches. Phenomenal play by Nemesis and by D2R Mystic. Phenomenal play by Nemesis. They ran out of gas last match, unfortunately for them and unfortunately for their fans, but definitely able to hang with D2R Mystic, a top dog in the Fort Assault competitive scene. Very well played by them. I think they just need to work on a few things, just the mental fortitudes, making sure that they try and stay focused and just ready up for the next round as if it's a new round.
And be able to play some of those longer rounds.
Yeah.
So important in competitive play is being able to play longer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you get some great, 3 or 4 great rounds or whatever, or 3 or 4 great matches. But you got to be able to play that long one in case you go into one of those things where you are going to round number 3.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes, dude, you gotta play for the long road, and if you do want to play for the long road, use code esportsmobile for 10% off anything and everything on G.
You already know it.
A little bit of a burst of energy right there. Typically it's 4 to 6 hours, starts working within 10 to 15 minutes, and you get some focus, some energy, and a whole bunch of awesome little antioxidants and vitamins in there for you to enjoy. And the taste, the flavor, phenomenal taste, flavors. They have like close to 30 now, I think. Strawberry shortcake, peach mango, fruit punch, a whole bunch of awesome flavors. Go ahead and use that code esportsmobile for 10% off anything and everything on gfuel.com. Helps us out over here at Mobile Esports, and you get an awesome product that is G Fuel. And with that being said, drum roll please. Congratulations to my dude. Congratulations, Northern Ma. 2K Gold headed your way very, very shortly. Thank you very much, Northern Ma, for tuning in. 2K Gold headed to you shortly. Usually about 4 days, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. But thank you and enjoy the gold, my dude.
And indeed, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for sticking around and watching these amazing matches tonight with us here at Mobile Esports. We do greatly appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do so. Hit that notification bell down there and make sure you hit that like button as well. Right below that like button is the description which some people don't visit. Well, I definitely recommend that you do visit because it's got links to so many wonderful things down there. I would definitely recommend clicking and either subscribing or following or liking or whatever you do
All
on
that jazz.
specific platform that link does take you to. Once again, all links are in the video description down below. Bring the notification bell to get notified next time we do upload a video or go live. The finals will be between Destined to Rise and Gankstars. It will be a best out of 5, and it will be happening soon. You can also follow us on Twitter at esports_mobile to get notified when that match will be happening. Of course, we'll tweet when we do go live. Crosby, before we head out, you got anything else you'd like to say, sir?
Just want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in today. I know it was a little bit over 3 hours, I'd say, but we really, really do appreciate you tuning in and, just chillaxing. We'll go with chillaxing, combination of the two words.
Yeah, man.
Chillaxing with us.
Chillaxing.
If you want to get a little bit more of us, our faces will be down in the description below. Go ahead and check us out down in the description below. I've also linked it down in the chat below, so go ahead and check Jake and myself out, Sudden Death and Kryptonite Crosby. Our Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, all that stuff will be in the description as well as the chat. And I really, really do appreciate each and every one of you. You're crying. Congrats, Northern. I really, really do appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. Whenever we go live, it really is super, super awesome that we have like hundreds of people just chilling and watching with us. It's something that it's honestly like really, really nice to see that we can turn on the chat and have like a whole bunch of people just spamming Aegis, for example, right? Something silly as that, to see like 30, 40 people at a time spamming Aegis, something so like mind-blowingly like kind of dumb but silly. It's a good time. It really is a good time. Really, really do appreciate it. So if you do enjoy, please leave a like. Go ahead and check out all our stuff down in the description below. And honestly, keep coming back for more. That's all I can say, because there will be definitely a lot more matches ahead, as well as the Gankstars versus D2R Mystic
Yeah, we got a
final
little tease here. Let's check this out. Here's a
D2R
little bit of tease for this upcoming match here for the finals. We have the stats image between both of these teams, Gankstars and D2R. Look at that. Gankstars leading in a few categories. D2R's got a couple categories they have the up and up on. It's going to be a fun one. It definitely will be a fun one. A maximum of 5 matches, at least 3 matches. Of course, it will be a best out of 5. Maps should be randomly selected. It should just be an overall great day of Forward Assault. We do not have confirmation yet on what day and time we'll be streaming, but again, subscribe here, ring the notification bell, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, all of that jazz to get notified when that does go live, or when we have decided it, and of course when we do go live with the stream. Don't forget to join the Discord server as well, as we will be posting it there as well. Ladies and gentlemen, with all that being said, we will see you somewhere soon on the internet. Sudden Crosby here, signing out. Peace, guys.
Peace.
Somebody